probably sleep till Thursday, and it's only Sunday. Can't wait to hit my bed, man. Waking up on that Thursday to have another Saturday. Man, I can't wait till I find some more of that shit.
Lingerer, man.
Yeah, totally.
Linger.
Hardcore.
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Running a little bit late. Donna's got a headache. Gotta let her sleep in a little bit. Get rid of that headache. Damn, Spotify signed out. I couldn't play my If You're Irish, Fuck You. I gotta play it. St. Patty's Day. Let's try to see if it's on YouTube. I don't know where the hell that bit is. I don't think I have it on here. Let me check. Sean Raz, crappy song of the week coming up. Just a little bit. If You're Irish. I do have it. Fantastic. This is this is not the original version. This is the original version was years earlier, and the only difference is I think I had to rewrite it for this is perfect. Whoever an Irish lawyer that Bubba had beef with, probably it's serious, somebody high up I had to piss off so we could get fired. That kind of deal. So in the end, it says you're suck my dick or something, you lawyer prick. And that's because that was a tailor-made song to piss off somebody who could fire us. It's brilliant. It's almost like the strategy going on right now in the U.S. government. Not you, this. Happy St. Patty's Day.
There's a foreign land, and some say it's grand, and it's full of green good luck. But I disagree. I shout 1, 2, 3, hey, hey, the Irish suck. Yeah, they love to fight, and they're not too bright, just drinking their nasty brew. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then fuck you.
Took many takes to get down the. See, I can't even do it. See, it's hard. You gotta get your muscle memory down on that one.
Yeah, they got red hair and they foul the air with their filthy Irish stink. Watch them sip their cup and then throw up, 'cause all they do is drink. Kiss a Blarney Stone, and when you're done, you can kiss my bare ass too. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then fuck you. Kiss the Blarney Stone, you lawyer scum, then kiss my bare ass too. You're an Irish prick, so suck my dick. If you're Irish, then fuck you.
So did you hear me talking about that, Trace? That song
Yeah.
about how I changed it.
Why'd you change it?
Well, that was, I mean, it's the same song, except the very last line, it's just like, just the same old stuff. The last line was the same old Irish stuff. Here, if you're Irish, then fuck you. And so at some point, I think it was at Sirius, somebody at Sirius who's Irish had pissed him off.
What?
And some lawyer. And so I was instructed to make something in the song about him. So I said, you lawyer scum. So he's Irish. And
Yeah.
Lawyer scum, you can suck my dick. Fuck you. And it was a very subtle jab at this Irish lawyer. It's not a subtle jab. Just asking to be fired. That's all he ever did was ask to be fired.
I was about to say, was that one attempt to get fired?
It's a bizarre. It's a bizarre thing. See, he's pretty much his own boss now. He's got nothing. He's got not a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I guess he can't. I don't know. He's trying to
get fired.
He's trying to figure out a way to fire himself.
Not fire me.
He's gonna start to badmouthing himself on the air. I'm gonna go back to work for him and make songs about Schmod Schlim, his evil boss, and then he's gonna
Schmub
the schmuff, and he's gonna fire himself. I'll be sitting there.
The final straw.
I'll be sitting there alone in the studio going, okay. I'll go, that makes sense. That would be the perfect. That's the perfect ending to the story, people.
It really is.
As I sit there in the studio alone, as he walks out
on himself,
firing himself, and I'm like,
me fired.
Now I guess get up and go home.
You couldn't even hate him at that point, right?
He finally gets it.
It was a mental. It was a disease.
Yeah. It would always have come to this. There was no other conclusion.
I don't think there was.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, what, you're fired? What do you mean I'm fired? Yeah, you're fired. Well, you can't fire me. I just did. Well, all right.
He walks out of the studio.
Oh my God. What a Looney Tunes world that was.
Right. Gosh, it was like a cult, in a way, when it comes to like he's just another dude, not better than anybody else, but you just like everybody walked on eggshells. I mean, if I went back to work for him, I'd be fired day one, just because I wouldn't be able to hold myself back from making fun of
You're not in the cult anymore.
Yeah, right? But I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, you couldn't be there one day with like a fan coming in, like even a fan coming in, you just, as soon as they start talking, and calling him a fat ass or some shit, you're like, God, you can't be doing that shit. But people, since we kind of did it on air, you coming in there to this guy's studio calling him an fat asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, what the?
People don't get it.
Oh God, this
They don't
isn't
get
gonna
it.
be good.
Don't get it at
Which
all.
I mean, I guess that's not very cultish. That's just kind of normal to not like being called up.
It's
As
like
lying
I
jerk.
was, I mean, a lot of things he did I didn't agree with, or I know, some of the songs I would think I'd be going, what are we doing here? But I was in the cult. I was kind of like monetarily tied to the cult.
Yeah.
So I'd work for a cult. I wouldn't join a cult, but I'd work for them. What an asshole!
Get paid.
Oh, what do you want? You want me to write really bad things about the Florida State Attorney? The worst things ever?
Right.
All right, I will.
No, it doesn't work out in the long
Oh
run.
my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe that didn't work out worse. Right? To piss off you usually hear stuff
You're
about
lucky
that.
you're alive.
It's like a 60 Minutes story that they're talking about how this local DJ pissed off the state's attorney, and then it ended up with this. They planted cocaine on him, and then child pornography, and he ended up going to jail for 5 years. And that's the kind of stuff that happens when you mess with those people.
Yeah.
You don't mess with those people.
You should all be locked up.
Oh my! I mean, I can't remember what the premise was, but the bits that I was doing about him were like I said, the worst things I had ever said about anybody.
Yes.
They were so I can't remember why, but that was like excuse me, the premise was make him like the worst things ever. So I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went home and masturbated to them on his loudspeaker.
I'm surprised they did that we didn't get, any kind of ramifications from that. Jeez, Jiminy Christmas. What was I?
Oh, you did. You got fired from it.
I'm sure at one point I was like, might not be a good idea, but shut up. Mickey the Plumber subscribed for 45 months. Thank you very much.
We're going for a record today, a weekly record over $1 today. We're gonna make
That's
two.
right, every day getting better and better and better. Going for $2.75 today.
Oh, man, I don't know if it's just something that's up my alley or what the deal is, but all I keep getting is that guy that got abducted by dolphins videos.
Oh my God!
Just
give it up.
Just all my TikTok is all dolphin videos. And are they just like, is it like the leprechaun deal?
Yeah.
In the neighborhood? Because, I mean,
People are believing him or something.
Yeah, like lots of people are believing him
like,
because he
what
was
would-
an architect, and they say they did some fucking, I don't know, some test on his lungs that proved that he had been underwater for a long time, but wasn't lacking any oxygen.
Where did you see this?
It just keeps popping up on my TikTok,
Yeah,
man.
see that? It's all we're done, man. As a society, they could make you believe that this guy was breathing underwater, and Bill was he using a hammer trace in slow motion? How was he building shit underwater?
I don't know, but I believe it. I'm starting to, I might as well. I'm out of politics.
You
and
might
shit.
as well.
I'm more into dolphins.
Let's become the dolphin podcast. I bet there's not that many, and I bet none of them are funny.
No.
See, that's what you do. You pick a niche and you crush it, buddy. The dolphin niche.
The dolphin
Let's
niche.
me and you do a dolphin show after this show and see. We're just talking nothing but dolphins. Nothing but dolphins. Like this.
I could do it.
and
I
thi-
know.
And this story would last us like a month
a month
of dolphin talk.
Yes.
And then we'd have all the dolphin listeners, which is probably about 70, 80,000. I'm telling you.
You might be right.
Oh, that's a small. There's there's so many niches. But at least 70,000 people would listen to that.
I
It's
mean,
all about the niche.
I'd be listening. I'm fascinated by dolphins and whales and stuff like that. It seems like they possibly could be the only animal smarter than humans on Earth.
Yeah, it's true.
But maybe not. We blame their flippers. I mean, because
Blame
they
their flippers.
they work
Flippers.
really well together. Like orca whales. You've seen the videos of them all swimming in synchronicity to flip over an iceberg or whatever, break up an
Yeah.
iceberg that a seal's floating on. Pretty interesting stuff.
It's a good T-shirt. Blame flippers. It's their whole problem.
It really is. And water.
Flippers and water. They took the wrong. But they were like, man, that water looks nice. Why don't we evolve in there? And it was really cool for a while. Then they looked it up and said, man, these people are fucking with us. I guess we should have gone up there.
Oh, should have got thumbs and feet.
She got legs. Goddamn legs. We got too big too. We're too fat because the water. Because you can be fat and water, don't matter.
Yeah.
So you can freaking half the weight. So our niche being the truth, comedy, common sense, parody, superstar podcast is not found. We have not found the people that want that. There's a ton of people who want it.
A whole lot.
There's so many people that want it. Way more than 70,000. Just that. You got to find that niche.
Find that niche. What is it? I was listening to I don't know why. I wanted to watch this and I haven't got around to it, but Little Boozy was on Theo Von's podcast.
Yeah.
And that just seems like a weird
Sounds
combo
like sounds like a bad podcast, that one.
that I gotta watch. But oh, what is it? Oh, I saw a little Boozy saying something. It was like, you going to jail. You going to jail for something you got away with 1,000,000 times. I don't think that should be a goddamn T-shirt. Because, you know, that's real.
What's he going to jail for?
He's not going to jail. He's just saying, you know, if you're going to jail for something, chances are you've done it. You've got away with that, whatever you've done 1,000,000 times, which is pretty true. You know, you don't typically get caught the first. Well, there's probably people out there that have gotten caught the first time. Some really unlucky people.
Be me. That'd be me for sure. For sure.
Yeah, as a kid, I sold weed for like 12 hours before I got arrested.
Yeah. See, some people don't. It's not like some people. They could do their whole life and never get arrested. Some people, you emit an aura of guilt, Trace.
I do a little bit. I did get the, later in high school when I actually started smoking weed, I never had any, like, on me. Like, I was terrified to have weed on me at school. Because I only got searched like 2 or 3 times in 4 years, but I knew not to have any weed because everybody who got caught with weed, that was like everybody that did it got expelled.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't one kid. You know, I think they would, you know, they did it to a lot of kids they didn't like. You know, everybody. There was at least, 15, 20 kids that everybody knew for sure was going out to their car and smoking.
Yeah.
And it was just like the kids they didn't like,
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they're like, all right, we got to get rid of this kid. And they bust him for smoking pot. Like that was everybody was doing it.
It's a good. It's like the government. They use it as a good excuse to get rid of somebody they don't want.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Weed was always been perfect for that.
But it was, I ended up. But my freshman year, man, I got so lucky. The first time I ever bought some pot, and I had a little baggie of it, and I was showing it to fucking everyone. Everyone in the whole school and fucking Spanish class, the person next to me was just like, hey, look, I got some weed. And I did that all day. And
we should have been caught. It would have saved me a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Oh, I was an idiot.
Yeah, Nick, check out these shoes, man. Check out these. I gotta get me a pair of these. I don't think you can get these. This is a custom, buddy. This is custom.
Well, what about them?
You know what these are? These are Nike Cash Patels.
No, they're not.
You can't get them.
They're
yeah. So like allegedly, this is a picture of him wearing them somewhere. Where is he? That's a terrible picture. But look, he's got they feature number 9 because Patel is the 9th FBI director. A Punisher skull.
Should have some crossed eyes.
His personal logo, which is $H.
Point in different directions.
It has googly eyes when you stand heels next to each other. They got a pair of googly eyes looking different directions.
Googly eyes, yes.
We need to add the googly eyes.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that would make a million seller. The back of the shoes show the FBI motto: fidelity, bravery, integrity. He was photographed wearing them at FBI Academy events that featured UFC fighters. He's such a douche.
Right? I've never...
Such a douche.
I don't know if I've ever... Have you ever known an FBI director? I'm sure you did, but not like this guy, right? Like everybody knows Cash Patel.
I can't even. I got a bad memory, but I can't recall the FBI directors of anybody.
I mean, the guy at Whiskey's that one night when we went there that was Indian was called. He didn't really look like Cash Patel, but just because he was Indian, he was saying his name was Cash Patel to everybody, and everybody got the reference. See, I don't think typically everybody would get the director of the FBI.
Absolutely not. See, it's become a sideshow. he hired Cash Patel. I don't even know what Cash Patel, what he was doing with his crazy eyes before. I think he had some credentials. And then he hires Dan Bongino. And I've tuned into a couple of clips of his podcast. And I'm like, because I've heard people say, yeah, listen to Dan Bongino. He's really good. So I listened, a long time I listened to him. And I was like, I don't like him. And then I said, I did another deep dive. And I'm like, this guy's a moron. It's like, how did this guy get so popular? He's terrible. I mean, regardless of his views, left or right, he's just a bad podcaster. And they put him in charge of the FBI, and he lasted like 10 months, and then he flamed out and said, I did a great job, went back. Now his podcast went because people realize he's a freaking fraud.
I mean, something really I just don't trust that Cash Patel more than almost anybody I've ever. I don't know what it is.
I think if somebody has untrustworthy eyes, and he looks.
That must be what it is.
I guarantee, but I will not do that. I mean, are you going to believe that?
No. It just everything seems like a lie.
It's all in the presentation sometimes. So you combine his natural crookedness with crazy eyes, and he becomes a lunatic, celebrating like he won a gold medal in the Olympics. See, that's not a partisan thing. People can't separate stuff. I'm watching the Olympic celebration. I'm like, why is that a-hole in there? Doesn't matter what if it was Biden's FBI director, Reagan's, Clinton's. Get that guy the F out of there. This is their time. Wearing a medal. Get that F out of there. Republican or Democrat. That's so obvious. I'm sure there was a battle too. Well, it was a trip good. F off.
Yeah. I think we might, pull a Bubba and fire ourselves today as well. It just blows my mind that people... Cash Patel, nobody would really ever have an opinion on the guy.
No.
But if you're a Trumper, you just have to fucking just have a hard dick for this guy. And you would defend anything he did. There's nothing he could do wrong if you're a real hardcore Trump supporter. Cash Patel, no, he's a good guy. You've never met the guy in your fucking life. He could be, he's doing... anything. You'd be the worst person in the world, and you wouldn't know. You don't know this guy, but you die on that hill.
Yeah, it's just like
sickness.
It's the sickness of the left and the sickness of the right, because you'll notice when the war started that a lot of people on social media were like, "This is a bunch of BS."
Yeah,
and they were people who before were like, they were not hardcore MAGA, but they were definitely pro-Trump.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who are pro-Trump or who weren't like, the MAGA people who say, I could kill somebody on 5th Street and they wouldn't care. There's that 30% who he could nuke Iran tomorrow and they'd be going nukes. They would. But I think he's alienating a lot of people. He looks terrible. I was watching
with Trump.
Yeah, he was talking. I'm like, his voice, he didn't even say the word right. Like he slurred it, and I'm like, oh man. To me, he looked like he was going downhill
Quick. Yeah, I mean,
I hope people don't. That's not a partisan issue. I've never said it before until the last 2 clips I saw of him. Both times, I'm like, oh, I mean, he's like 80. And he's going downhill.
Yeah.
And it's sad, because he was so vibrant.
That's
what people loved about him was his, he was so. And now I don't think he's got it.
I think he got, he you can only go on for so long with that energy, once you hit 80
years old, he's trying his damnedest, but that's as far as physically and mentally. And even, if you say this whole thing is a big con game, which it usually is.
Yeah.
He's in a cauldron of, I would think of something really, with this war going on and everything, he would just think like his world would just be no rest.
Yeah.
Right? When you're at war and things may not be going that great in some respects and people are getting killed and the Strait of Hormuz is closed. You're under a lot of pressure regardless, unless it's all a work and he doesn't even talk about it. What am I supposed to say today? Okay, gotcha.
No more
I'm
talking. I'm done
I'm gonna
talking.
go play golf.
I mean, it's just, I did say it's the same thing every single time I talk to anybody about politics, and they're, bad mouthing Biden or Trump or whoever the fuck it is. And I'm like, yeah, they suck ass, just like that other president,
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoa, I'm all, this person's a piece of trash, but the other guy, oh, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Get the picture, man. They both are just as bad as the other one.
That's the whole my whole Trump saga. I had to defend him because my defense was he's just like every other president. What are you mad at him? Mad because he's corrupt? You weren't mad at George Bush murdered people, so I became a vehement Trump defender, not a supporter.
A little bit.
Not a supporter, but a defender. And then, then he gets in the Iran war and everything. You're like, well, man, you make me kind of look stupid. That's what the whole thing was, to make me look stupid.
Yeah, I
Make
think
me
it
look
was.
stupid.
I mean, it was just crazy to be. They took the left side and just made it so preposterously.
They made it
fucking
dog shit.
what is going on? That people that used to be on the fence or not even like politics had to defend Trump because you're like, well, he's not doing. He at least can tell the difference between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
It
was their platform was to make, so you have to believe, if you're a hardcore, one of these hardcore lefties, you have to believe no matter what the left does. So they made it so bad, they weeded out all the people who had any common sense.
Yeah.
So they're like, these people are like, I want unfettered immigration and men swimming with women in the pool and little kids getting surgeries. It's like, so they got their insane group.
Yeah.
And they got the MAGA insane group on the right. The hardcore Trump can do anything. I'm going to nuke him. And you would have people on social media going, he should nuke him. So that's what we're down to. I don't know if we solved anything.
No, we didn't.
But that's what they're doing. They want it to be so extreme and stupid because life is not stupid like they're making it. There are not these extremes. There's common sense. And there's no common sense party, and there's for a reason. Somebody could come in there and fix it all and go, no, stupid, fair.
It's right. I mean, that quick. You could have just solved all the problems right there. First day of presidency, you did that, and then you retire because you're like, all right, I fixed everything.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Make this.
Stupid.
You can do that.
Fix this.
But you can't do that. Oh my God!
It's like
you're president. They give you 50 things a day, and you go no. Oh yeah, we need to do that, and then you see the no, and you go no, but we need to do this, and that's all you do all day long because you've got fucking common sense, and you got like 8 guys in a room with you who are experts in everything and have no political persuasion. They give you advice.
I love the fact that people, it just really, people have been trying to use AI to solve problems like that in the government. And I just love how stupid it makes them and everybody look when you ask AI how to fix the government. And it just gives you the fucking simplest, plainest fucking answer. And you're like, wow, did we really need AI for that? Yeah.
We've been AIing that answer for years. Quit stealing the money and give it to your rich cronies and fix that'll fix everything. Yeah, it's simple. It's super simple, but people, they don't.
Oh,
they love to be divided. They need a team.
You guys complain a lot about the roads, and I don't notice it too much, but God damn, I'm starting to get mad driving down the road right up the street here. Just why?
Which one?
Lindenhurst,
that one way down there.
Yeah. You're just like, why is this road? No road in America should be like this. if people are paying taxes, it's just the worst. I mean, a lot of people travel it too. It's not like it was back in 2005. You know, there's hundreds of people traveling that road a day, and it is just a monstrosity of a road. They fixed like 100 yards of it. They're like,
because it got washed out in the hurricane.
Good enough.
Got washed out in the hurricane. We were coming home from, I can't remember where we were coming home from. Where'd we go? We went somewhere. We went to the Strawberry Festival, and we're coming home kind of at night on 75, and I've been that way probably in a year or two, and the road is just such shit, and it's like that's a major interstate. It's one of the major interstates, and it's like that's what you pay your gas taxes for. It's explicitly for fixing the road.
Is it?
Yeah, the gas taxes for fixing the roads.
I
They
didn't
don't
even
fix the
know
roads.
that.
They got plenty of money to fix the roads, but they don't fix the roads because they steal the money. Why would you fix the road? You could not fix a road for a year, which they don't do, and save like $5 million that you can just steal. That's what they do.
You know, if you really sat down and figured it out, it's like you could probably make the roads out of silver. Silver roads with all the money.
They could. Solid gold. The streets are finally paved with gold. You could. $37 trillion that they stolen.
Yeah,
buys a lot of gold.
I can't imagine what
did they buy?
7%.
What did they buy?
I mean, I'm paying a couple bucks, a day in taxes for gas. Probably $2-3 times 365 times like 12 million or 8 billion.
I mean, we could want to continue. We could continue our little rant here. We'll just continue our rant with this guy.
Is he talking about dolphins?
No, we'll go Dolphins next.
All right.
Last 6 years, we've had a global pandemic. Turned out to be bullshit. Nobody cares. Nobody gets in trouble. Nobody gives a shit. We find out that aliens are real. Nothing changes. Nobody gives a shit. Nothing happens. A global pedophile ring. Nothing happens. Nobody gets in trouble. Nobody gives a shit. We found out all the politicians are basically inside trading. That's how they make $140,000 a year. And then by the end of their fucking term, or just in a couple of years, they're worth like $240 million. Nobody gets in trouble. Nobody gives a shit. And nothing changes.
So, I've got more. We've got way more. But it's like that.
I don't need it.
It's like,
anymore.
how do they condition people to not care at all? They figured out that if you control the media, you can do whatever you want. Because if the media doesn't tell you to get mad, you won't get mad. I mean, you might get a little mad, but you're not going to get mad enough. You're not going to get mad enough to leave your house and do anything about it. They're
nobody is.
We got a comfortable population, and as long as they're comfortable, they're never going to change anything. So you mother effers better keep making it comfortable. You better start making it more comfortable. That's what I'm saying.
Found out the president actually was fake. Nothing happens. Nobody gets in trouble. Nobody gives a shit. 9/11 was staged. Nothing happens. Nobody gives a shit.
Oh, be careful,
Nothing
buddy.
Like this is
People
like
don't like that
this
one.
is like from the year 2020 to 2026. Like every other day is like a conspiracy theory being proven right, but nothing changes. Nobody gets in trouble. Nobody gives a shit. The whole Somalian thing. All these politicians that are like stealing billions of dollars, they don't get in trouble. Nothing happens. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, yeah, of course we all give a shit online, and we're like, "Bro, I fucking told you." But it's like, literally, like nothing happens. Nobody gets in trouble. No one gives a shit. Charlie Kirk, that guy totally did not just kill him. Like that one fucking tranny dude did not kill him. Nothing happens. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gets in trouble. Like it's like, we started a country because Britain was charging us 3% tax. Now we pay 36% tax. Nobody gets in trouble. Nothing changes. Nobody gives a shit. Like it's like, I think that's the most infuriating thing about finding out all these conspiracy theories that we've had. Oh, Pizzagate. Pizzagate's fucking real. Nobody gets in trouble. Nothing changes. Nobody gives a shit. It's like It is so mind-boggling how they've like changed and manipulated the way our society and social norms are by just like releasing an overload of information that we're just like, I told you. I told you. It's like,
That's it. I told you.
Who's this guy?
I don't know, some random guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
he nailed it.
he's
He
the
nailed
first
it.
one I've ever heard say what we say. That,
I know,
that
we've been
they
saying that.
steal the money. Hardly anybody says they're stealing all our money.
No, they don't. It doesn't really come up. I don't know why. They don't think
Yeah.
they're stealing. I don't know why they don't think that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm telling you, Joe Rogan's living in an alternate universe where he's just surrounded by people that agree with him so much so.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, anybody that meets him has probably listened to his podcast and just, but he, you know, he seems to think that everything between AI and everybody getting together and talking, shit's really about to change because everybody is aware of all the problems now. And it just, I think he's in his own little world
guess
that
so.
where, you know, everybody, you know, he knows and hangs out with, agrees with him. But I think it's like 3 to 2% of people, 2 to 3% of people are, you know, maybe a little bit more now. Maybe it's gone up to 4% of people. But I don't think your average person is, you know, I've yet to stumble across somebody who's, you know, motherfucking Joe Biden. And then, you know, I'm like, yeah, fuck Biden. And then fuck Trump too. And there's a, whoa. You know, I've never met another person who hates both sides of the government because they're scamming us and agrees. It's very rare to find somebody like that.
And that's the problem. That's that in a nutshell. What are you going to do?
I very rarely come across anybody that even sees things that are really going on. You know, if you'll say something like, well, you don't want to do that. And they'll be like, what do you mean? Like something that to me is very obvious. And they're like, what do you mean? What?
I mean,
What?
People don't pay, maybe, you know, people just don't pay attention. They probably don't watch the news. We just,
Yeah.
I don't know, we've always watched the news. I was watching the news when I was a little kid. See what's going on.
Trap says most of those people are listening to the show right now. The ones that get it.
Yeah,
I
the ones that
know.
get
It's
it.
just, yeah.
That's all in the whole world.
But that's our niche. The people that get it. It's a very tiny niche. Mother effers.
Teeny tiny.
And that guy.
And that guy.
And that guy.
It's the good. I'm going to start calling it the Good News Show. It's the Good News Show. In 2008, 62% of teachers said they were very satisfied with their job. In 2022, that dropped to 12%.
Wow.
That was 4 years ago. It probably doesn't even exist now. It's 0%.
0%. Gosh, I just can't imagine being a teacher. Like, I mean, every job like that, I think of, I'm like, oh, I'd get fired for the first day. Being a teacher, you know, you just gotta, it's the stupid rules. I don't do well with stupid fucking rules, you know? Like, if I was the PE coach, the first day, we'd be playing dodgeball and regular fucking kickball. You know, not fucking pussyfoot and kickball where you can't throw the ball at somebody and you can't play dodgeball. I mean, gosh, what a why? I mean, like, I mean, there's no better feeling than just blasting somebody right in the face with a dodgeball. And they're usually, you know, I don't know what kind of ball you played with in school, but typically it was like those foam soft balls, you know, that really
Like the red bouncy balls.
the red like
The
kickball,
playground balls. Yeah, kickballs.
you know. Now
Now,
that was fun,
that
you know,
would
and you
hurt.
could really fucking bash somebody's fucking face in with those.
Like I'm trying to think of what kind of you're talking about.
Well, like
Soft, like, what do you use them for? What else did they use them for?
like I when I was real young, they used, you know, regular kickballs, you know, big heavy fucking
Yeah.
bouncy ball that you could really rock somebody with. I think by the time I got to middle school, they had moved to like it's like a foam ball. You don't know what I'm talking about, you know?
Foam
It's like foam, but it you could grab it, and
Yeah.
really in your hand squeeze it because it's made of kind of foam. And they kind of moved to that when I got like towards middle school.
Because people were slinging them at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, blasting people. I mean, come on, that's part of being a kid. Blasting somebody in the face with a kickball.
Like as far as teachers, I enjoy when I coach. I enjoy working with kids and teaching them
I don't.
for like an hour a week. It's like, boy, I was not meant to control 23 people 6-7 hours a day. That seems like
that's a lot.
that's a lot of work right there.
I would
lot of
know. Oh
work.
God.
Is it the Nerf balls you were talking about, Trace? Like Nerf?
Man, I don't know. I thought everybody knew what I was
okay.
talking about. I don't know what else. There were balls made of foam. Like, what else? I can't help.
I don't remember in my past any balls made of foam other than Nerf balls.
Maybe it's a Nerf ball. I don't know.
I
I don't know what a Nerf ball is.
Oh, Nerf balls like the foam that you can like rip off, and come off and chunk.
Yeah, no. These are it's a ball like this big. You could squish it into a ball like this
I
big
don't know
in
what
your
he's
hand.
talking about.
Okay.
Squish it into
Whatever.
a ball that big in your hand.
You know what I'm talking about.
How'd you even throw that? It seemed like it wouldn't go anywhere.
They made it put their pussy balls for people who don't want to get smashed in the face by a real kickball and get the little lines imprinted on your face. So they had to come up with something else. The chat knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Let's see.
They'll probably just call me an asshole for no
I
reason.
think so.
Nerf.
AMF balls. Was it an AMF ball, Trace?
I don't
That's
fucking
what
know.
Dog-
Doglog says.
He doesn't know.
Who?
Trace.
I'm going to Google AMF ball.
I was thinking the other day, there was something, I can't even remember now my example, of course, but, about rules. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just so sick of the rules that all these, scumbags and trash and people like that can't, follow rules. So they have to make up rules, and normal people have to be subjected to these bullshit laws and stuff because of them. It's like, I'm tired of the across the board shit. You know what I mean? I want to be treated like someone who doesn't do illegal shit and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You know what you need, babe?
What?
You need a social credit score.
That's
Your
right.
your social credit score would be like
Negative.
980.
Mine would be in the negatives.
Chase's in the negatives. Mine would be right up there too. See, in theory, it'd be great.
Yeah, where you could do something like roll through a fucking stop sign in the middle of nowhere and be like, listen, I don't even need that fucking stop sign there because I'm not going to just pull out in front of cars and, but I don't need it to stop at that at, 10 o'clock at night when there's nobody coming and that kind of thing. Because it's not just necessarily stop signs. That's just all I could think of.
There's a good one by my
There's
house.
plenty of other stupid rules that I'm like, I don't need that stupid rule. It's because some stupid, trashy person, went and dumped something here or did this or, that kind of thing that I have to now be subjected to.
Yep.
You have to follow these rules because these idiots don't know what to do.
There's, a way back road by my house, right by my house, then another side road that you can see, just looking at it, it should be the only road with the stop sign. You shouldn't have, there's no reason for it. And you can see if a car is coming from a mile away. And I've been pulled over for blowing it. and got a ticket. And
Oh,
fucking
man.
next time I drove by it and just blew it right again. You know, no lesson learned at all. I'm not stopping at that fucking stop sign. It's stupid. I feel like an idiot for stopping at it. I feel like it's been insulting my intelligence to fucking have to stop at this fucking stop sign.
It's a T. The one lane has to stop. You know, their road comes to an end, right?
Yeah. You know, I can't do stupid rules, man. That's my.
That's how I feel. It's like, why should I have to be treated like a stupid person just because there's so many stupid people?
Because
I get it that they have to, but I shouldn't have to. You know, it's like we're all treated the same. No, we're not all the same.
Donna's going to usher in the social credit score system that's going to destroy the world.
Lauren's all about the rules, and she doesn't let me break rules. I'm like, it really upsets me most of the time, but she's such not a cunt about everything that I'll follow the rules if she tells me to, whatever. Bitch at anything else. For some rules, she doesn't know how to cross a street either. Like in a busy town. Like if we went to her, I don't know. She just doesn't seem to have. It's like she grew up without cars and roads when you get into a city. She can't drive in it, and you know we're just walking around. And I just start walking across the road, and she's like, "Oh!" She starts freaking out. I don't know what the deal there is.
And when I see people doing that, they do it. It's like, okay, we need to stop putting those things everywhere. People don't need to walk around big. You know what I mean? Like all over the place, everywhere I go. It's like it's holding up traffic. These people, and I just want to get up to them and just be like, can't you cross a fucking street without pressing that button?
I've never pressed one of those buttons in my fucking life, you know? Like, besides, you know, I remember in, like, middle school, where our whole class would have to go across the street, you know, and that's when we'd have to use the crosswalk. It's the only time I've ever pressed one of those buttons in my entire life is when 27 kids are crossing the road at the same time. You know, I've never even considered pressing a crosswalk button.
I hate it when you see these people come up to it'll be a small intersection. It's like not that much traffic, and they don't even look. They just go right up and start pushing the button. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, just be like a normal, common sense human being and cross the street when there's no traffic.
Or they press the button, and then they'll stand there and walk when it isn't time. It's like, you motherfucker. You press that button for no reason.
Mm-hmm. I love in St. Pete, I'll be walking with my when we go on to like the beach, and we're walking on the sidewalk, and eventually we got to cross over, and I just noticed that no cars are coming anywhere, and I was just like, all right, cross now, and I start running across the road. My whole family's like, ah! Come on.
Now's the time to teach those girls how to cross the street without getting hit by a car.
Yeah. I got footage of I think it's of Trace and Bella's first annual Gant Lake barbecue.
Dude's truck's on fire.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Should put the tailgate down.
Yeah, he should have put the tailgate. I guess he could.
Oh, come on. He really overdid it there.
Oh, my God.
You know, he went from good to worse real quick. Or bad to for worse.
Yeah, tailgate would have done the trick.
Yeah.
Has he got a face mask on?
I don't want to get COVID while your truck's on fire and you're backing into it. Like.
Dude's truck's on fire.
Bro. Jeez.
You know, just tailgate down right there and you're good.
I don't know if you're opening that tailgate.
It's pretty hot. I'm
It's
opening
pretty
it.
hot. It might save your truck though. He'd be already doused by now.
Yeah.
He didn't think of that.
He really backed in. He got trigger happy with that. Backing it.
I could watch stuff like this all day.
It's great. This is good stuff here.
And he swims to shore. Oh, there it is. Man. Wonder
Dummy.
if insurance covers that.
God.
That seemed a little set up.
Might be.
Man, what is it? You're down to, at least in this side of the house, only one cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just I've never. What is the deal with you can't make one plate of food or one drink in this house without having cat hair all in it? With you only having one cat. It's I didn't really notice it much. I think we've talked about it on the show, how I've grown up with cat hair in all your food. So I said, fuck it, like back in the day. I just say fuck it. I don't care about the cat hair, until I've had other people over that are like cat hair all in my food, and it's.
I never noticed.
I think you guys must not see it because you gotta wear glasses. But I
notice it sometimes, but I think it's dogs too.
Is it dog hair too? It just seems like cat hair. I didn't like cat hair.
It's very short.
I never get any rosy hair in my food, it seems like, at home.
Maybe you don't look at home.
But there's rosy hair on everything, like you change the sheet in our bed and the next day rosy, one day. I mean, we went on vacation for a day and we got back and had left our black comforter balled up. And you could tell that's where Rosie decided to lay the whole time we were gone. And it's just covered in white hair.
Well, maybe that's why you don't see it, because if you got paper plates,
it might be
black
white.
Hair is,
maybe it's white, so you don't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Or is dog hair less floaty? I would think dog hair was a little bit maybe thicker, so it doesn't float around as much as cat hair.
I don't know.
I
feel like it does.
Maybe it's just white, so I don't notice it. I don't know.
I think that's it.
Donna, sometimes she gets a little stressed out. She's got a lot going on, so I'm gonna stress her out some more. This is her favorite. This is a hot button for Donna. This is a total Donna deal. Former President Barack Obama's foundation has announced that it will be launching its lavish $850 million presidential center in Chicago in June, and is seeking unpaid volunteers to help staff the facility.
Unpaid volunteers.
These mother effers. You don't hate them enough. You don't hate almost $1 billion on his whatever bullshit this is.
Mm-hmm.
Almost $1 billion on just bullshit, self-aggrandizing bullshit.
Yep.
And you people
should volunteer to come and work it for free. That's why, they've ruined the volunteerism for me. It's like, I get it that, people could volunteer to help people, help your neighbors. Help your neighbors. That's the thing you should volunteer to do. Something like that. People like
I gotta call Laura. She's having some type of car issues.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, man. Bummer.
But volunteer, just volunteering for the government to clean up, stuff that our taxpayers should be paying to clean up and stuff like that. It does really piss me off because they brainwashed people from school, in school. You have to have a certain amount of hours in school of volunteering before you can graduate. And that's for this stuff. That's all that's for. It's for them to get people to clean up the streets after their parades, like the Gasparilla. That's all just for the rich people. that, get on their boats and think their floats and think they're something. And then you peasants come clean up after us. And they do. They get so many groups that come clean up after them because they think, oh, keeping Tampa Bay beautiful. And those people are just all in it for the money, too. It's an organization that collects money, and they have, the CEOs that make over $100,000 and stuff like that. And it's all just to get peasants to clean up after and to volunteer for rich people.
It gets me every year. The city of Tampa has this huge parade, and they're like Donna's saying with the rich people, and they're dressed as pirates, all drunk, wandering through the streets and the floats. Big money making deal. And then the city doesn't pay to clean up the mess. A bunch of volunteers come in and do it all for free. It's like, hey, that's great in a perfect world. Well, the city was doing its job and doing good for the citizens. Yeah, I'd be all for that. It's like, we got a great city. Our city kicks ass. They don't steal the money. Let's make it prettier.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, no, I ain't doing it.
Horrible Rob says, we don't want it to end up like India, Donna. Yeah, it shouldn't. But it shouldn't be the peasants have to go clean up after the rich people after all their parties.
City should be. The city. They waste and steal so much money. They could afford to do it, and people shouldn't have to pick up the slack for corrupt politicians. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to pick up the slack for corrupt politicians. Stop stealing the money, and make our lives better, and then we'll start volunteering.
Yeah.
Everybody's life can be better.
Yeah. And you should, volunteer in your community to help, some old person clean up their yard. That's the volunteering that people should be doing, not picking up the slack for rich people.
I think of volunteers at all the city stuff. Like at the Rays games, they'll have volunteers. I think what's a place in Tampa where you go see stuff? That place, theater, like where we saw. Whatever, they have the old people come and they volunteer and do all like the ushering and then stuff like that.
Tampa Theater?
No, the big one with Straz. Straz.
Yeah.
All these places, free volunteers.
Yeah.
These are money-making institutions.
Yeah.
All of them. Some old guy volunteering at the Rays. It's like, you realize this is $1 billion.
Yeah.
This place is worth like $1.5 billion, and they're getting free half-paid stadiums and free tax breaks and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I say let them go.
Stuff that other people aren't getting.
I say get the Rays the hell out of town. Money-grubbing bastards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You go to a game, buy a beer. Tell them they're not a bunch of money-grubbing bastards. And then the guys that you worship, they'll leave tomorrow and never see you again and never care.
Woo! Yep. What's going on with her car?
Yeah, I don't even believe she has a problem. This is the third time it's happened. And both times once she was at Walmart and once she was at the nail salon. She calls me up, and it's like, I can't get my car started no matter what I try. And both times at Walmart and the nail salon, I showed up and turned the key and it started right up. I think she's fucking with me. Then she just calls me and she's like, I can't get it started. I don't know if it's my start. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, turn the key and let me hear what it sounds like. And it started right up.
What?
She's gaslighting you.
She is.
Big time.
Mine will do a thing where sometimes I'll grab my steering wheel to get into the car, pull myself up, and it'll lock, and that'll make your car not start.
You gotta shake
You gotta
wiggle the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It'll happen to you.
Yep.
Mine, I don't know what my truck was doing today. It didn't want to go fast.
How not fast?
It started shaking when I had to do like 60 for a little bit on the interstate coming here, and then it went away. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Yeah.
Probably need it feels like a misfire, like a spark plug. I should have replaced all my spark plugs when I did one of them, And I think Brandon was making fun of me that I only changed one of my rotors instead of doing both at the same time. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I have no idea which rotor I changed now.
Oh,
And my car's shaking when you brake, and it's a rotor. I'm like, what?
You should write it down and put it in your glove box.
Which one is it?
Trace.
Oh, I'll figure it out. Maybe.
I gotta find where this song
Horrible
began.
Rob says your alignment's fucked up.
What'd you say?
Said Horrible Rob says your alignment's fucked.
Nah, it was a motor deal. I could feel it, when I was giving it a little bit too much gas and it was motor related, not good.
And Sean says you should never do just one.
Yeah,
That's right. Never do just one.
Acceptable on the mix.
All right, I'm trying to find my song here. All right, here it is.
Oh, is today St.
St.
Patty's
Patty's Day. I
Day?
forgot.
That's right. I should go.
We'll be right
wear my
back.
green shirt.
I'm right back with more ClusterF.
I little and lum diddle and lum diddle ride and rye. I little and lum diddle and lum diddle ride and rye. There's a foreign land and some say it's grand and it's full of green good luck. But I disagree. I shout 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey, the Irish suck. Yeah, they love to fight and they're not too bright, just drinking their nasty brew. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then you. I little and doodle and lum diddle ride and rye. I little and doodle and lum diddle ride and rye. I little and doodle and lum diddle ride and rye. I little and doodle and lum diddle ride and rye. Yeah, they got red hair and they foul the air with their filthy Irish stink. Watch them sip their cup and then throw up, 'cause all they do is drink. Kiss the Blarney Stone, and when you're done, you can kiss my bare ass too. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then you. I little and lum diddle ride and rye. I little and doodle and lum diddle ride and rye. Kiss the Blarney Stone, and when you're done, you can kiss my bare ass too. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then you. Hello.
Discovered art and creativity, and if there's a specific moment in your lives you can pinpoint where art really has mattered to you and made a difference for you.
Well, I think it would be back when I started acting in Chicago. I wasn't very good, and I remember my first experience on the stage. I was so bad I just walked out on the street and started walking. And I walked for a couple of hours, and I realized I'd walked the wrong direction. Not just the wrong direction in terms of where I live, but the wrong direction in terms of a desire to stay alive. And so this may be a little bit not completely true, but it's pretty true that I walked. I then thought, well, if I'm going to die where I am, I may as well just go over towards the lake, and maybe I'll float for a while after I'm dead. So I walked over towards the lake, and as I got there, I realized I'd hit Michigan Avenue, and I thought, well, Michigan Avenue, that runs north too, and so I started walking north, and I ended up in front of the Art Institute of Chicago. And I just walked inside, and I didn't feel like I had any place being there, and they used to ask you for a donation, when you walk into a museum, and I just walked right through because I was ready to die and pretty much dead. And I walked in, and there's a painting there, and I don't even know who painted it, but I think it's called the Song of the Lark, and it's a woman working in a field, and there's a sunrise behind her. And I've always loved this painting, and I saw it that day, and I just thought, well, look, there's a girl who doesn't have a whole lot of prospects, but the sun's coming up anyway, and she's got another chance at it. So I think that gave me some sort of feeling that I too am a person and get another chance every day the sun comes up.
lum diddle lum diddle right right. I lum diddle lum diddle right right. There's a foreign land and some say it's grand and it's full of green good luck. But I disagree. I shout 1, 2, 3. Hey hey, the Irish suck. Yeah, they love to fight and they're not too bright, just drinking their nasty brew. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then fuck you. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. Yeah, they got red hair and they foul the air with their filthy Irish stink. Watch them sip their cup and then throw up, 'cause all they do is drink. Kiss a blarney stone, and when you're done, you can kiss my bare ass too. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue. If you're Irish, then fuck you. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. I live da live da live da lum diddle right right. Kiss the blarney stone, you lawyer scum, then kiss my bare ass too. You're an Irish prick, so suck my dick. If you're Irish, then fuck you.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Sean Raz, crappy song of the week. Coming up in a little bit. I don't want to have it. I'll take a tie. No aerodynamics on that tie.
Just a little better.
Like throwing the sponge ball or whatever.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Guess we should be drinking green beer and having a party. We'll do that next year. We'll try to remember. Yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. I don't really ever celebrate St. Patty's Day. I'm not a St. Patty's Day kind of guy. I just never have.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever drank because it was St. Patty's Day. If it happened,
never have.
if it just happened to be a drinking day,
Which is Tracy's every day is St. Patty's Day.
Every day is St. Patrick's Day for Tracy's world.
If I just so happened, which I do just so happen to
I
be.
celebrate St. Patty's Day every day, man.
This is Jamaican. He's
Jamaican. It's a fine line. It's a fine line between Jamaican and Irish.
I'm drinking my beer, green beer. I have partied and then realized it was St. Patty's Day, but never partied because it was St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably me too.
I think I've been out on that.
I don't ever remember going out on St. Patty's Day, even on the weekend. It's weird.
Did we ever used to go to Bennigan's or
I don't think
anything
so.
like that?
I don't think
No.
so.
I don't think I've ever drinking a green beer.
I don't know if I have either. Wow. Just we're dropping the ball.
They
on
made
St.
the
Patty's
they made
Day.
the then they do the green Hillsborough River or
They
something.
usually do that.
Seems
Several cities do
stupid to
that.
me.
Yeah. Well, you
wonder-
know.
I always wonder what the fuck are they putting in the water to make it
what I
so
wonder.
green?
Hopefully something non-toxic.
I'm sure they say it
it's
is.
toxic. I always assumed it was something non-toxic, but they put poison in our food, so why wouldn't they put poison in the river?
Right?
That's true.
That's very true.
I'm not anti St. Patrick's Day. I'm just saying, I never happened to know anybody, hang out with people who did a lot of St. Patty's Day stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody invited me to do St. Patty's Day stuff. I would be more than happy to drink some green beer. And
I don't think I've ever been invited out to. Hey, we're going to St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't seem as much of a thing when I was growing up. Maybe I was just oblivious to it. Like,
Well,
I didn't know what day it was.
I imagine
maybe.
it's
I don't
not
know.
much of anything now. people quit drinking.
Yeah, is that?
People don't drink as much, so they
I
don't.
wonder if it's this big of a deal. Like,
They're like, should we even order a green keg now, or that kind of thing at a bar? I wonder if Lauren. Is today the big day for it, or was it over the weekend?
No, it's always on the day. It's always on the day.
I feel like they already did the Green Hillsborough River, though.
I think they did it this weekend. Before they do a lot. They do it. St. Patty's Day weekend's a big deal, I think.
Yeah, I mean, see, people may do things, but the bars and everything, usually today in the morning, there's probably a bunch of bars with Irish bands right now drinking green beer on the actual day. I'm pretty sure. Out of touch now. I don't know how to find that out.
Sean says they add food coloring, Donna. The kegs are not green. What does that mean?
The beer.
What?
He's saying
don't they add the green coloring to the
river?
beer?
Oh yeah.
Does it come out of the keg?
No.
No?
The bar.
bar's dying.
Oh, I thought the keg companies maybe made some green kegs, because that would be. Who wants to add a bunch of green? What do you got to add green to the?
It's fucking
is it
stupid.
like one dry?
I'm
Is it like
not
one?
going to argue with you about
I just
it.
thought that back in the day, especially when people did go out and drink kegs, I thought keg companies would make a few green kegs. No, I guess not.
I did that. I'm learning
Lauren
it, as
would
are
know.
you.
Yeah.
What did Lauren say?
No, I don't know. I said she was in the chat. I said she might know if they do or not, but maybe they don't. I wonder if St. Patty's Day how that'll be for her today.
Everybody.
Miller's a big St. Patty's Day hangout. Does people just go to regular?
She was going to
hangout?
be pretty busy today.
Yeah.
I still don't.
Do they dye? We'll have to find out if they dye the green beer. She says we have green beer, Irish egg rolls, and Reuben. So yeah, they do a St. Patty's Day.
So you have green beer. What do you mean? Are you having to make it green, or does it come green?
She refuses to believe, Trace.
Yeah, she's
that
a
bars
non-believer.
had the green.
The whole corn. We used to do when I worked at Beef O'Brady's. They did a corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's Day, and it's like I never got why people just wanted to eat shitty food on St. Patty's Day.
I never got it either.
Like
Gross.
we had
Cabbage.
We had corned beef all year long. Just because it was an Irish pub.
Yeah.
And nobody fucking ever ordered that shit. And then on St. Patty's Day, you got to pre-cook like 1,000 pounds of it because everybody orders it. And you're just like, just because it's St. Patty's Day doesn't mean you got to eat shitty food.
I never got it.
That's true.
Corned beef and cabbage.
I'll eat some cabbage, but
corned
corned beef is just like you took some beef and you ruined it. Now you're
like when Donna makes stuffed cabbage, it's good, and I'll eat stuffed cabbage 2 or 3 times a year. But I don't really if you say what do you want to eat, I'm never gonna go, how about some stuffed cabbage?
I thought you liked that.
It's fine. It's good. You need a variety.
Yeah.
It's a good variety.
I would make it more.
But I only like it occasionally.
I'd make it more if he liked it. Like I'd figure out a way to make some other kind of cabbage. I've seen him bake it, like roasted cabbage.
Roasted cabbage. I don't know. I've had roasted.
looked
I've had
good.
roasted kale, and it didn't taste good. It was terrible. It's only so much you can do, I think, with cabbage.
All right.
There also had to be cabbage chips that you could dip in salsa, and they'd have no calories.
Yeah. Lauren says I'm picking up dye as we speak.
You got to provide your own dye.
and being reimbursed. Me and Bella both mine didn't bite me yet, but we both got ticks on us. We went exploring in the woods.
Hey, don't be bringing your Lyme ticks over here.
What are you,
buddy?
We were from here. We were here back in the back of the neighborhood. I meant to check myself better when I got home, but I found one on my arm crawling.
Really?
Oh,
I don't
man.
know if
Get
I've
your
ever
Lyme.
had a tick.
And then Bella found one the next day on her.
They're tick people, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better check her hair. She's got that thick hair.
Yeah. She's going to get Lyme disease.
VW says my wife makes fried cabbage all the time. Well, it sounds like it's not good for you.
Fried cabbage.
Fried
What do you-
cabbage. I
you
mean,
f-
it
do you-
sounds good.
Do you
I
put some
like.
flour on it, or you just
No.
fry with
Just
deep fry?
Maybe just a little oil in the pan and fry it up.
How
so
you fry
it's-
it? How you fry
But I
your
mean-
cabbage?
Isn't that kind of like that's what coleslaw is, right? Cabbage.
I think so.
Yeah.
But you add
I liked
you add
it.
stuff to it though to make it taste better.
Yeah, I like when Trace made the ahi tuna tacos.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good
it
on
was pretty
cabbage. Is
good.
good. Coleslaw, like
Yeah.
that's good on tacos.
Oil and onions, he says.
Olive oil and onions,
That sounds good. Stuffed
like
cabbage.
spinach, right? Like you'd saute spinach.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh, did you see the picture of the chicken I made that you gave me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled up 3, we ate it for dinner, and then I filled up 3 Ziploc bags of chicken, and then I gave the rest to Rosie.
Not the carcass though.
No, I picked out,
Yeah, I picked off a bunch.
Lauren, it's another thing. Lauren gets mad at me when I give the dog bones. So
Okay.
I picked out all the bones and gave her the rest of the chicken. That was the first time I gave her so much she didn't even finish it all.
Really?
Yeah, and just went and sat on the couch full.
Kind of like you.
Yep.
How was that skin look? Did you?
Oh,
was
I
it-
ate all the skin.
was
Don't
it-
worry about that.
I was gonna say it looked a lot of spices on it.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
put a
too
lot.
much?
No,
No?
yeah, it was quite tasty.
Did you see his picture?
No,
I think he
I
put it
didn't.
on his Facebook.
Oh, I did put it on my Facebook. It was pretty delicious. Rosie liked it too.
And your carrots and taters turned out good.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't-
on his regular page.
Oh, his page. Okay.
I didn't eat much carrots or the potatoes, but
Bella usually likes that. Close that little box.
yeah, she ate a bunch of carrots. Oh yeah, look at that chicken.
That is full to the top, man.
Yeah, it was pretty tasty.
Did you make like gravy with the juice or no?
No, I just
used-
it never left the stove right there where it's sitting in that picture. Everybody just
Just
came
picked
up
it
and
clean.
picked at it for like hours.
What? You don't even sit down like and eat dinner?
We typically, at least twice a week. And I wouldn't say typically, especially if we got Harper. We'll once a week sit down. It's a little bit of a struggle. We do it every time we make tacos too. We make a lot. We make tacos
You
a
kind of
lot.
gotta do that.
And I force everybody to sit at the, like I said, our kitchen table. We used to
It's
do
full
that a
of-
couple times a month, sit at the actual kitchen table, but now it's got folded clothes on it, and there will always be folded clothes
I mean,
on it.
coming from someone who used to had a sit down dinner every night,
Yeah.
you think you'd do it a little more.
You would then I would assume to say I'm the last person in the world that has a sit down dinner with my family. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd never known any people would come over and eat. We'd all sit down. They're just like, "What is going on?" My friends are just like, "What do we do? Why are we all at a table eating food together?" Nobody I knew ate dinner at the kitchen table with their family. And we used to do it a little bit, but now we watch TV and sit at the coffee table together. Which now you gave me that coffee table. But it is kind of a teeny coffee table.
Is it?
So the whole family with tacos. It's
Oh, jeez.
it's a jam-packed table.
Do you use it much with the lift? It's a lift-up table.
I really...
I've seen other ones, online.
I'm really dropping the ball on that because it's wobbly because part of the pieces fell off on one came unscrewed and fell off. But they fell off into the actual table, so those parts are in there, and I
You
look at it
still
all the
don't
time.
fix
I'm
it.
like, one day, I'm gonna put those parts back on so it can lift up.
One day. Famous last
Yeah,
words.
what's planned? So I'm gonna have
Somebody
to go
gots to go.
take
Somebody gots to
Belly
go.
Bell. Yeah.
All righty. Well, we will
I'll
see
be
you.
back.
We will see you shortly. Those taters look good, Trace.
Oh, it was tasty.
That looks good.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I ate any of the meat. I just ate all that skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Chicken skin.
Gosh, everybody. I don't know if it's true at all, but I told you about the guy at Buddy's who was saying, the seltzer beers don't affect his gout as much as regular beers. And that is just like one thing I cannot do. Like, first, after, I wasn't drinking at all when I went there. And after, an hour of everybody begging me, I finally got one of the seltzer beers. And it was disgusting. But,
Not a seltzer beer, just a hard seltzer.
whatever that
seltzer.
Yeah, beer for fit.
Yeah.
But I just, and that was the last time I got it. And then I got a regular beer. And they're like, oh, you got to drink it's like the Zero, or I don't know what the fuck it's called. They got a new one. And everybody's trying to get me to drink it. And I'm just like, I just can't.
Just like beer, you got to acquire a taste for it. But
it's not even it doesn't really matter.
The taste. The principle.
It's the principle. I have, I've lost people doing a fucking podcast with because I've clowned them so hard about drinking the seltzer, and then I see somebody like Nate Diaz, the UFC fighter. I saw him drinking one, and he was like my favorite fighter, and now I'm not sure about it anymore because he was drinking a neutral. Like
getting paid by neutral, buddy. Getting paid.
And I've made fun of so many people for drinking them that I just can't be caught. I can't be caught drinking a seltzer deal.
So when we get a sponsorship, a seltzer sponsorship,
no thanks.
That's all we're going to drink on the bar show.
Yeah,
when Lynn-Car mandates that we only buy seltzer for the Lynn-Car bar show.
Yeah.
That's what you're drinking, buddy.
Joe was pouring seltzer beers into energy drink cans. I'm gonna be pouring regular beer into seltzer beer cans.
Yeah, I have no desire to drink hard seltzer at all either.
I saw a compilation of UFC fighters pretending to drink energy drinks the other day, and it's just like they drop it and it's completely empty, or it's got water in it or something. It's like I don't think any. I don't think a UFC fighter has ever drinking an energy drink or a Gatorade or something like that.
Destroy their training regimen. Is there anything worse than half warm seltzer water? Half cold. It's
the only thing worse I can think of is wearing shoes with no pants on.
Shoes with no pants.
What a weird feeling.
It's like just regular seltzer water. Once a can gets about halfway down, you're like,
I can't do it. It has to be ice cold, or it's dog shit.
So, I would never finish my seltzer anyway.
Yeah,
so I ain't drinking that tepid seltzer water bullshit.
Yeah, I put my shoes on this morning.
Good
and
for you.
Had to change my pants.
How come?
I just
did you have an accident?
No, I just was changing my pants and didn't want to take my shoes off, so I was naked with shoes on this morning, and it felt fucking weird as shit.
I'm trying to think of why I've been naked with tennis shoes before, but I know at least 2 or 3 times in my life I've been standing there naked with tennis shoes going, "This is so weird."
I hope nobody sees me.
It's so weird. See, I think if you live in the if you don't go on X, I think you're in a bubble. I think if you're on X, you're in an X bubble. And there's a whole world going on X that people don't know about.
I don't think I've ever.
Like Tucker Carlson is allegedly being investigated by the CIA for being in cahoots with Iran. Because he was talking to Iran before the war.
Yeah.
But he's a journalist, so he's a prominent journalist. He spoken with Putin, I believe. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, it's a
did
prominent-
an interview.
That's what you do as a journalist. But that's, you know, if that's like a thing, it's like that's kind of a big deal. And the people in Israel are, not the people, but some people in the press in Israel and their leaders are saying he needs to be arrested.
For what?
For talking bad about Israel.
You know, that's pushing it. You know, to taking away all our freedoms.
I mean, if they arrest Tucker Carlson? I mean, it'd be like the guy said earlier. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Nothing happens. He arresting journalists.
I believe he drives like a 1950 something truck with an old carburetor in it. So there's no computer in it. So the government can't take it over and crash him into a tree at 100 miles an hour.
I can't figure him out. I can't figure this guy out. Because I've talked to him, and we talked to him for years, and we talked to him for hours, and I've met him personally, and he seems genuine. I can't figure him out. I mean, I don't think he's real. All I know, he's super smart. He's super smart, and he's an excellent communicator, and he seems genuine. I can't be sure. I don't know him that personally. I know him more than most people do.
You know, he was pretty outspoken on Fox News. That's why he got fired.
Yeah.
You know, I trust him more than anybody involved in any type of
in mainstream media. Yeah,
mainstream media. I trust him more than anybody else. I listen to his podcast sometimes too.
I used to watch him some every night when he was on Fox.
Is the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, commonly known as AIPAC, is them being in America and not registered?
Oh, this guy's a great question.
Where'd they get this guy?
This guy.
With FARA, like all other lobbying groups in America, is that America first? Is it America first for senators, Congress, and even our president to take money from AIPAC?
God, that took every ounce that he had in his soul to get that one out.
That's all he had to say with that last sentence too. That was the question. That's all he had to say. Is it right for?
Is it America first to take money from a foreign lobby so you'll send taxpayer dollars to that country? Even the question kind of answers itself. Obviously it isn't. And that's not an attack on Israel. It's certainly not anti-Semitism, despite the efforts of many to claim that it is. It's just an obvious statement. And the fact that people are attacked for asking the question, this is something that I talked to Charlie a lot about in his final months, because he was being attacked as an anti-Semite for asking that question. We've memory hold that, but I was there, so I saw it. That's not the right way. Don't attack people's motives. And I have a lot to attack people's motives. I'm trying to remind myself, don't do that. Respond to what they're saying. Right? And so, no, of course it's not. And it's totally fine to ask about why a foreign government tried to sink one of our ships in 1967. That doesn't make you an anti-Semite. Sorry. Those are American.
See, nobody ever even talks about that.
What was it?
The USS Liberty, and it was I think it was bombed. It was over in the Middle East, and I cannot remember. I'll have to research it more, but allegedly it was bombed by the Israelis, and it was a big deal that they cover up.
Who died in 1967. That doesn't make you an anti-Semite. Sorry. Those are Americans who died. And by the way, yeah, whatever. Anyway, but the point is, no, of course not. And that's why they won't have the conversation. And my point is, I'm
He's so nicotined up.
Yep.
It's not even funny.
56. My kids are grown. I'm just not afraid of you at all. I don't hate you or anyone else. I love this country. I'm going to be here till I die. I have an absolute God-given right to ask these questions. And I'm going to keep doing that. period. And you can shoot me or put me in jail, but the questions won't go away. So, no, of course it's not. And that's why they respond with, like, rage and shame, because you caught them doing something they can't defend. Duh.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I see a lot of people hate him. I've always, found him to be a very interesting guy and have a very interesting. And back when he was got fired from Fox, I'd watch him and go, he's the only guy who's telling the truth.
Yeah,
he's telling it like it is. Maybe he's what do they call it? Controlled opposition. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say.
Somebody to tell the people what they want to hear, and that's all it is. And he's really good at it.
Yep.
Let me
see if I have it.
See, like Tucker Carlson. People hate Tucker Carlson.
Do they?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people hate him.
For what?
I don't know, because I don't know. He's a little snarky, maybe. He's a little snarky.
A little bit, yeah. I can see that.
And he's got that laugh, that condescending laugh, so I don't know. But, see, Tucker Carlson should be in the government, not people like Paula White, who commands the office of faith.
Boo.
And is in Donald Trump's ear. This woman is in Donald Trump's ear. She's performing an exorcism, Trace, right now. Don't laugh. She's performing an exorcism. Oh, yes. Randayadayasai. Yeah, she's speaking in tongues and performing an exorcism. Donald Trump likes her because she's nice to him.
And the Lord says he thrust you suddenly.
Oh.
Power.
Nonsense.
Man.
I mean, this is like mental problem type stuff going on here, right?
By who, her, or the audience?
Probably all. You could include everybody involved in this situation.
Oh, I mean, she's a cult leader. She's just a cult leader. She's a lunatic. I mean, she doesn't believe any of this. This is all a show to steal people's money. It's it's so criminal. I am glad that she is the head of a government office now known as the Office of Faith.
Let it be unlocked.
Because she's legit.
Let it be unlocked. Let it be unlocked. Let the prophetic be unlocked. Let it be unlocked. Let it be unlocked. Let it be unlocked.
What is going on?
It's fucking nonsense. Fucking criminal. Look at all the I mean, look at all these morons. I think that's just a sign of when a country, like when you have a lot of underprivileged people with no hope in a country that's just burning through in dollars and creating inflation, you get people who are desperate that, hey, they believe that this lunatic lady says if they give her money, it says in the Bible that they will get money.
I don't think it does say that.
No, but she's twisted around some verses to justify it with some very vague shit. If you are blessed and if you something, if you give, you will be blessed. Some very small thing, and they've turned it into a giant multi-million-dollar scam on dumb poor people.
Need to get involved in the church.
I know.
Steal some money.
I've always wanted to be to be a con artist televangelist. It's always like, man, I could put on a good show. I could make some parody songs. I can speak in tongues. I've got some charisma. But I don't want to take money from people. I feel bad about that.
I was fortunate enough to have some friends as a kid that weren't religious, like me.
Yeah.
And all I remember is staying the night at their house, and we'd prank call people all night long. And I mean, sometimes you really piss somebody off, because they're really, we Star 69 or whatever would call them. And some people just like, the madder you got, the more likely we are to call you back.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want.
You know, these people get so pissed and threaten to call the cops on us and stuff. And, you know, I don't know if they could or not, but we just call them right back. And they used to, you know, we got bored, you know, just calling regular people. And eventually we turned on the TV and they got the, you know, televangelist people on there taking calls.
Yeah, that's always good.
We call them, you know, all the time. It was just, you know, a lot of times they'd hang up because we're on hold and we're watching the TV, and they'd be like, you know, and our next guest, Trace and Joe, and we'd just start laughing so hard just at that they would hear us on the phone and hang up on us.
That's how easy it is to get to the end of those shows.
Yeah, nobody's calling.
Paula White. She's like been divorced 3 times. Anybody that speaks in tongues, can we just agree that that's just lunacy? Can we, even if
Isn't it? It's not even a real thing, right? Like, you're not talking.
You're not talking nothing. It's just for show.
Jib jab.
It's just like snake handling. I don't think in the Bible it says you're supposed to be, you know, handling rattlesnakes. I don't think that's a thing. I think you made it up. That's the guys, the preachers who just don't have any talent. They don't have the it factor.
Yeah.
They got to go to the snake handling. It's like, yeah, I know my sermons suck, but watch this rattlesnake bite me in the neck. Then give me some money.
I can't tell if this Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is a good movie. I haven't.
I haven't watched it. You're saving it for the weekend?
I've watched the first 20 minutes of it 2 times now. And I've just, you know, the other night it was too late. And then yesterday I just had too much cooking chickens and cleaning the fish tank going on.
How's your fish tank going?
I finally cleaned it yesterday for the first time in like a year. You know, I couldn't believe, you know. I used to have to clean it, you know, every month or two. And it went like, I'd say a year and a half, you know, without having to clean it. And then,
Really?
you know, it
Time.
just got a little bit cloudy. And I was like, you know, fuck it. You know, I'm going to drain the water out and put some new water in. I sent you a picture of what it looks like. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, making me hungry right there.
I want that. I'm gonna eat that
Some of them-
skin again.
them crispy taters.
Does Lauren like the skin too, or no?
Everybody does. That was before I cleaned it. See, it's a little bit murky in there.
Not too bad.
And then
This is to clean.
should be. Oh, look at that.
Looks pretty good. What you got? How many you got in there? So was that one right here?
Yeah,
Like a mud sucker, kind of algae sucker.
He keeps the tank clean good right
probably
there.
clean.
Which
he's-
one?
The one in the under. That's where he lives. He lives in his little
In the
cave
cave?
deal, unless he's eating.
He's the MVP right here, man. He probably eats all that algae, man.
Same with the goldfish, man. The goldfish doesn't eat food when you put it in.
Yeah.
But it you can hear it eating rocks. You know, sometimes when you're watching TV, you're like, what the fuck is that? He's not actually eating them, but he like sucks the rocks up into his mouth and cleans the rocks and spits them back
Damn.
out.
You got slave labor in your aquarium. You're an oppressor. Hope they revolt. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 in there.
There's another angelfish
Yeah.
somewhere in there. I don't know where. You can guys see another picture. You can see. I forgot. Yeah, I thought there was a good. Go to the next one. Oh, that's Rosie.
That's Rosie stuffed with chicken.
Stuffed with chicken, Rosie. Gosh, you know, that's that lake I found in the middle of nowhere.
Really? I never seen that one out in the well field.
Yeah, it was such a weird lake.
But there's a lot of gators out there.
Oh, I'm sure, you know, and you gotta. Before you could just go to the very edge at one spot and kind of get a look at it, but now it's dried up enough to where you can walk on the bank all the way around it.
Oh, I think I've been. been out, but I've been to that a long time ago. But it's just like there was no way to get to it because it was just all these marsh, all this marsh.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can get to it.
Now you can get to it, and it's just like I didn't see it was weird that I didn't see a single bass.
Yeah,
and there was just fucking fish jumping everywhere, but not big fish. It was all like tilapia and bluegill and stuff like that. I was just saying, I was curious why there was didn't seem to be many bass. I thought, this, you could tell that nobody
nobody's
fucking knows
there.
where this is.
No.
And, I really had to trek through the woods about, 500.
Yeah.
It's like, a quarter mile back to get to the last 300 yards, which is just grown up fucking forest. And there's no trail really, like anybody goes back there. And it just didn't seem like it was fished at all. And I went back and got some worms and stuff and tried to. And I was like, man, the fucking second this lure hits the fucking water, I'm gonna have a bite. And I never got a bite. Never got nothing. I caught a couple tilapia and bluegill on a small lure. But that was it. We can play it if you want.
Oh, it's a video. I'm not even noticing it was a video. Here we go.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
It's a short. It's a
pretty big lake.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
I never saw an alligator, but gosh, there's so many
it's
probably in there.
full.
Up in that, I'm thinking they were up in the weeds on that other side.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I hear that's the gator country right now.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen like a 9-footer in there before.
How much?
There's you can just walk right on the bank. It was a little bit, it was the first time I've ever been like afraid of gators.
Yeah.
Because some points, you got to walk right next to the shore or right next to the water. It's kind of deep and falls off, and you're like, oh, I hope there's not a gator.
There's a gator watching me.
Yeah.
How much to swim from here to here?
A little more than usual on this one,
$5,000.
Yeah, maybe, a few beers and 1,500 or 5,000 sober.
Do you think they'd stay away from you more if you splash more?
I don't know, man.
That's a 50-50.
Like, don't they say, like, if it's a boat, they don't want to be anywhere near that. So if you're just making a lot of splashing, and do they come after you more, or are they like, what the heck is that?
I think it's an animal in distress.
I really didn't know this too much, but you do only hear of people usually getting eaten by gators like at night.
Yeah.
Like somebody running from the cops or something jumps in a lake and gets eaten. But they say, gators don't really fuck with people in the day, but at nighttime they can't fucking see. So they just go solely off of sound. So they will fucking come and eat you in the night at nighttime.
Yeah. Snookman subscribed for 78 months.
Damn.
Dang.
Thank you very much, Snookman.
Tarnation.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much.
Jay Harris subscribed for 40 months. Thank you, Jay Harris.
Thank you, Jay Harris.
We appreciate your support, too.
Have to take me out to that lake sometime.
Yeah. Not today. I'm not feeling. I got
Not
a
today.
stomach
not
ache.
today.
All that chicken?
Yeah, just during the last break, kind of started feeling a little bit weird in my tummy.
Has anybody seen any of the Oscar-nominated films for Best Picture?
That was barely English to me.
No.
Has anyone in this room seen any of the... Okay, the big ones were Sinners. Sinners. That's some kind of black vampire movie. Then there's Begonia, some weird movie where Emma Stone shaves her head.
I watched that one.
Was that good?
I was
too gummied out.
It looked like it was going to be a lot better than it was.
Which one was it?
Begonia.
Begonia, yeah, I watched that one.
F1. Anybody? You see F1? Brad Pitt.
I don't.
You didn't see
Oh,
it.
wait a minute.
so.
Are these just on Netflix?
No, these are the Oscar-nominated films.
Where'd you see it at?
Oh, some of them are probably on Netflix.
I've seen them on. I don't
Or
I
not
don't know
Netflix.
what a net app.
On TV though, not at the theater.
Yeah, I got.
He ain't going.
Lauren's in control of the app situation, and she has bought every app that exists on TV.
Yeah.
So there's
$790
there's,
a month.
There's nothing I can't watch. And I still even bought that. What is it? Be good. Good luck. Don't die. Have fun. I even bought that one for $26. Jeez. It was hooked up to her card.
F1. Hamnet. I don't know what Hamnet is. Hamnet.
It's the to hinder of Hamlet.
Yeah.
Hamnet.
They had copyright problems. Marty Supreme with what's that fucking guy's name? Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
I thought it was
that guy. Where did he come from?
Where did he come
and
from?
And how is he so popular? Is it just because of his name?
So that's all it is.
Timothy
People like
Chalamet.
saying Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
If that guy was just working at McDonald's,
he looks like he should be.
He
working
should
at
be,
McDonald's.
right? There's no way that Jenner girl would be going out with him.
There's one of these. He's one of those guys where you look at and go, he's a heartthrob.
He's not. Doesn't look like a heartthrob to me.
Who's that one guy? What's his
He looks
fucking
like a little dirtbag is what he looks like to me.
name? He was in the I went and saw it in the movie theaters. There's a Joker with him in it. Wow, it's like he's got a weird name. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's kind of a weird dude.
The Joker?
Yeah, their movie The Joker.
Yeah, he wasn't the Joker.
He was the Joker.
Who was the Joker? Timothy Chalamet?
No, I'm trying to think of the guy. What the fuck?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dion.
I went to the theater to watch the first one, and it was pretty fucking shitty. And then they had, I believe, a Joker 2. And I was told it was the worst movie ever made. I heard that, and then I saw Tim Dillon on I think it was on Joe Rogan. It might have just been a clip of Tim Dillon, but he was in the movie The Joker 2. You know, he had a small role in the movie, and he said he started off with I was in the worst movie ever made. And he went on for 10 minutes about how bad it was, and he was in it. You don't typically hear somebody in a movie saying it was the worst movie ever made, and he was bragging that he was in the worst movie ever made.
They didn't know they were they should have given him a bigger role, huh?
I guess it's the first one was just kind of boring and not that good of a movie, but I believe the second one's a musical. Everybody, they said it's a musical that makes no sense whatsoever.
We should watch it.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
I think you need to go with that look, Trace. That's your new look right there.
Yeah.
What do you think, babe?
The beret.
Beret.
I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan.
I don't know about that.
I don't trust a guy in a beret.
No, I never trust a guy in a beret.
No. Kevin J.K. says Jason... Black Rabbit, Bateman and Jude Law. Is that the one we were watching? We never did finish that.
I couldn't.
Black Rabbit?
It was too slow. It was one of the slowest things I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't bring... I think we watched 3 episodes.
I'd still watch it.
Oh.
We just never... I forgot
I'd rather
about
try
it.
something better.
Yeah, I wanted it to be good because I like Jason Bateman.
It was all real downer, too. It was all negative. Nobody was happy the whole time. There was not a one... happy time in the whole.
Well, that's how the other one with him in it was
Ozarks.
Yeah,
that was.
But it was good.
It was more action packed. I would think. I mean, Ozarks was action packed. There's always something going on.
You guys are really picky about movies. That's why I haven't forced you to get the Shrinking
The Shrinking.
It's that comedy with Jason Giglio.
Jason Giglio.
I don't Segel. Jason Segel.
Okay. I like him.
You know, and it's pretty good, and I really like it.
What's
and
it
it's
called?
funny, Shrinking, but it's just the premises
It's not a
of
movie,
it.
is it?
No, it's a show.
Yeah, is that Harrison Ford too?
Yeah, Harrison
Yeah,
Ford.
but you can't get it.
And I would be like, you got to do it, except for it's got a slight. It's about therapy and stuff. It's got a slightly depressing feel to it that I'm like, oh, you might be like, no, I'm not watching it. But it's not really that depressing. It's pretty funny. It's one of the best things I've watched in a while. I can't find a good movie out there. I haven't watched a good movie.
Berlin said there was a good one that they watched, and she said they've watched it 3 times this year already because it's so good.
What one?
She won't be able to
I have to
remember
go
the
look
name.
at it. I have it
It's a
written
weird
down.
name.
Scalio or
Scalio.
something like that.
I'm not. Berlin's movie choices do not usually work with me. Here's we were talking about gators.
Sicario?
Something like that.
You guys always make fun of me that, I only think some of these movies are good because I'm on so many gummies.
Uh-huh.
And maybe you guys should stop making fun of me and just start taking some gummies before you watch these things, man. It makes some movies great.
Yeah,
Well.
Sicario. Write that one down, Trace. Sicario. Sicario.
I spelled it right.
Did you say that Landman? Was that a good show?
It's 3 movies. That's why she's seen it 3 times. Cesario 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, Landman. We've heard just so much about Landman, and everybody likes Landman. And me and Lauren tried to watch it.
Not so much.
I don't think we might have made it to episode 2, and we're like,
okay.
this is stupid, stupid as fuck.
You want to see the trailer for Cesario?
Oh, Dion's Bathtub says it's not new. It was from 2015, but
well, there's 3 of them. One's 2015, one's 2018. And one's more recent than that.
Oh, okay.
What's the Landman guy?
Landman, Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. He always plays like a country or like a badass guy in movies. For some reason, he comes off to me as very feminine, teetering on being gay. To me, for some reason, everybody's like, "Oh, Billy Bob Thornton." I'm like, he seems.
I don't think he's a big guy either.
He seems a little bit,
He says he
flamboyant.
He wears women's jeans. He says because he has no ass.
Oh, well, there you go. I nailed it.
He wears black Levi's women's jeans.
Nailed it.
Ned's Navy says the first season of Landman was a great season, but not so much the second.
Nah, it wasn't that good. It looked like it could be good.
Cicaro.
Pulling an agent that specializes in responding to escalated cartel activity.
This is not my department.
FBI!
You want to be a part of this?
Do we get an opportunity at the men responsible for today?
The men who are really responsible for today. Ever been to Juarez before?
We're going to El Paso, right?
It already
it's already a little slow. It's a trailer, man. Let's pick up the pace. It's a trailer.
I'm almost not gonna like anything off rip if it's not a comedy. Unfortunately.
She said it was like a Ozark type.
You're not American. What do you work for now?
Is that James Brolin's son?
Josh Brolin.
Isn't that John?
Might
Is
be.
that Josh
Might be.
Every day across that border, people are killed with his blessing. To find them would be like discovering a vaccine.
All right, this is too slow.
I forgot we were watching the trailer. I was just looking at the room. Oh, what is it? Oh, I just remembered this happened to me. I kind of like this guy.
What happened to the cameras?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit, I effed up the cameras, babe.
How?
I don't know. Whatever button I hit here.
Where?
I hit like the spinning wheel accidentally instead of
spinning wheel.
Instead of this. Let's see. What's going on here?
It just took. I'll fix it.
Okay, took me out.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, look at me! Took my camera off.
Yeah,
Did it come? Is it off?
It's all good.
It's all good. That's the attitude, buddy. Hey, maybe I can be back on again. Let's see. I'll deactivate.
No, don't
and activate.
Oh,
activate to deactivate.
There you
close,
go.
And there. Let's see if I'm on the main.
Deactivated yourself?
I don't know how I did that. Multicam. There. Wow. And see, 2 cams. That works.
Unbelievable.
Let's see.
Fixed it.
Trace cam. Trace is there. Mic cam. Dot cam. Multicam. All right. Look at me. Fixed it right up.
All
right. How I did that. Because I'm stupid. What time is it? 10:06.
I was at a... No, I can tell a story about the red light when we get back if you're taking a break.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
I can tell it when we get back.
Oh, okay.
About picking my nose.
Oh.
And a red light.
And look over and someone watching you.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like a country song.
I'm picking my nose.
Pulls at a red light.
Everybody picks their nose at the red
When
light.
a tan leg Juliet pulls up beside. All right. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night at 6. Give me a gimmick here. Where is it? Can't find it. Cannot find it.
What are you looking for?
Just something to play.
Uh-oh.
Got the Sandhill Crane deal coming up. Not this guy, not that guy. There we go. And we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Got these glasses in because these were from the original Blade Runner. Oh, cool. This is what they used. Beautiful. So I thought, attention to details for fans will probably like that.
That's so cool that you did that. Yeah. Are you a fan of the original?
Never seen it.
I appreciate your candor.
Bleak, dystopian, an absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. That's just my interviewing techniques. Yeah. But let's talk about the movie Blade Runner 2049.
Cheer up.
Well, it's a bit of a bleak day.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a lovely day in London. Let's keep it that way.
I'm so sorry.
This is not the introduction we were promised. Bring me on with a little happier music.
Well, there's so much secrecy around this new film. What can you tell me about it? Obviously, you've told me that it's you having a drink.
I think it's. I feel like that's where this is headed.
Harrison, when you got that call to say, "Listen, we're making another Blade Runner, and we want you to be in it," what was your reaction?
So what? No. In theory, no. Help yourselves. I notice there's nothing left for me.
Cheers, Ryan. Oh, I needed that. I've warmed up.
Ridley said, "Would you be interested?" I said,
"How much?"
Show me the money. No, I said, "Show me the script." Anyway.
Should we talk to Ryan?
Yeah, talk to him.
I don't think so.
Did you get your knitting needles out? Because I know you like to relax.
Oh, we're going to go there?
We're going to go with the knitting.
Oh, it's going to be like that?
Look at your jumper. I just looked at your jumper and I thought,
yeah,
did you knit that?
This is what I did on set. I knitted this sweater.
It's a nice sweater.
It's Blade Runner inspired. I don't know what to say now. I don't know. Is this an interview or is this...
All right, I'll go with you,
No,
Harrison. You're my man. You're my man today. Get out of the way.
Thank you. Do you guys need help with the cameras? Can I...
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
What a morning.
You know I don't drink.
Hey, this is Trace, and this is my new song, Country on a Budget. Yeehaw! Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Y'all know me, you know I'm country on a budget. They always say I'm broke, yeah, that shit gets redundant. Got no cash, but I've been there and I done it. Grab the keys, we bout to go mudding. Ride around, sipping Crown, roll a blunt, we'll burn it down. Tearing up this little town, stealing from the lost and found. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Drove my 4x4 till my wheels fell off. Then I had a big fart and she caught a waft. Now I got no girl and I got no truck. All I got's my horse, hope I don't get bucked up. Riding around, trying to find some cash so I can get another fucking truck to crash. That's what I love and that's what I do. Got some money for gas, then you can come too. Got the truck so stuck that we couldn't budget. Now that's what I call country on a budget. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras, big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras.
Call it them girls, we gon' get it lit. Every time we smoke a blunt, we getting lit.
There's a foreign land and some say it's grand and it's full of green good luck. But I disagree, I shout 1, 2, 3, hey, hey, the Irish suck. Yeah, they love to fight and they're not too bright, just drinking their nasty brew. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue, if you're Irish then fuck you. Yeah, they got red hair and they foul the air with their filthy Irish stink. Watch them sip their cup and then throw up, cause all they do is drink. Kiss a blarney stone, and when you're done, you can kiss my bare ass too. Damn the Irish rogue and his silly brogue, if you're Irish, then fuck you. Kiss the blarney stone, you lawyer scum, then kiss my bare ass too. You're an Irish prick, so suck my dick, if you're Irish, then fuck you.
Good morning. Welcome back to ClusterF. Happy St. Patty's Day. We get the hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The hang with Mike and Matt. Sean Ratt's crappy song of the day coming right up. Let's see what we got. See what Sean's got for us today.
It's pretty shitty.
That's not it. What's this? The best dump cake on the planet.
God, I like that. What did he say this one time? Something fried.
Some chicken. Some kind of chicken or chicken donuts or
chicken donuts. Yeah.
Let's see. We got FJ Outlaw Slowly Fade. FJ Outlaw. There we go. I may check out the. Then he sent us a tape. We may just do the Sean Rash show after this. They sent me a taser deal. Then we got the dump cake. Then you got Democrats. Radical Islam is better than MAGA. Well, that's how it is. It is. It's if you're a Democrat, you hate MAGA, and you think they're delusional lunatics. And if you're a MAGA, you think the left wing are communists who are trying to destroy America. And that's how they want it.
Yeah, I know it's fake when they can't agree on one thing.
Not one thing. For the last 20 years, they've not agreed on one thing except war. And then they're like, yeah, we do it like war. And they also agreed not to make public the names of people who are covered by the taxpayer-funded fund to cover their sexual abuse. I don't know if you were here when we talked about that, babe. Were you?
I don't think so.
That was like last week. There was a bill so that they were going to reveal the people who had been not paid off, the people who'd committed the abuse. Congressmen who commit abuse, there's a fund, a taxpayer fund to pay off their victims.
Oh,
and there was a bill that we were
lovely.
going to reveal who these abusers were, and Congress said, no, we're keeping it quiet. And we're not a legitimate country anymore.
Right.
We're just not. We're ruled by complete criminals. 100% criminals on both parties. They're not ever doing anything to benefit you, ever. Both criminals on both sides, the worst people in the world. We should never go to war with anybody because our leaders are the most lying, worst people you'll ever meet. You can say there's fanatics in other countries. What's the difference? Fanatics, utter lawless, sociopathic criminals. Ain't no difference.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
I don't know. But I did, I was at this guy really got me, I was at the light picking my nose, and I look over.
Picking your nose at your light? You wait till you're in free and clear in the highway.
Yeah, I know. And I look over, and this guy didn't just caught me, but he's openly laughing and pointing at me. I kind of liked him, I was like, that guy's got a little bit of sense of humor, but he was just pointing and laughing. Trace burnout situation right there. He was lucky the light turned green. I was out of there quick.
He was videotaping you, putting you on boogerpickers.com. Here's FJ Outlaw, Slowly Fade. It's got 18,000 views. It's a hot number.
Hot.
Might be real music. Playing guitars and drums and shit.
Feeling like I'm slowly watching myself slip away. I don't know why I lay and cry like today's my last day. I should feel so happy that all these people see our likes and fame. I should feel so blessed that
I don't mind it so far.
It's not terrible, but it's not grabbing me. It's kind of just there. Maybe it'll kick in. It might kick in.
I'm just with the look he's got going on. I'm just happy he's not singing rap country.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's like, I gotta go get some Jelly Roll tattoos on my face.
Yeah, those are brand new. He just got them when he saw Jelly Roll making it.
But maybe I should fade away. I feel like it in my element, but my element's my grace. So my smiles are
That guy didn't like the song. That's me in the morning when Lauren's doing her loud stuff.
When she's being loud when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, wakes up at like 6:30 and start fucking beating on pans and shit. Try and nonchalantly wake me up.
Yeah.
Now these guys look like some fairly cool young guys, and how'd they hook up with this dirtbag? this old dirtbag.
It's just the last three people in the world that know how to play an instrument.
They couldn't find a vocalist.
For 2026, I'm going to give this a pass. I kind of like it a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not bad at all. It's just not, to me, it's like I wouldn't ever listen to the song again. It's just kind of boring.
I'm not saying I'm going to listen to it again.
It's way better than most.
What?
I don't know why.
Get that.
You threw that in. I'm just trying to get some
attention.
People to give them some hate.
my smiles are fake, cause it's the only way for me to keep my demons away.
Everybody's got demons.
Yep. It's almost good.
It's good
It's almost
enough.
good. Alrighty. What do we
Not
say?
bad.
Not
Not
bad.
bad. There's
Not
not a lot
bad.
to it, but he
We're guessing they played instruments.
had a decent voice and he didn't
decent.
scream, you know.
We're giving
Yeah,
it a
I
pass.
liked it ish.
Ish. I liked it ish.
I liked it
That's a
ish.
perfect description of that song, Trace. I liked it ish.
I sent you a couple things, you know. I sent
Yeah.
you that one about the sparkler. I thought that was kind of funny.
I wanted to show you.
I thought Trace would appreciate that, but
I know Donna appreciates Sandhill Crane's alligator sneak attack.
oh no, you're
Alliga-
not gonna see an alligator. eat a
Oh, that's a
sand
big gator.
That's a big guy.
Oh no! Look how
look at
dumb
the
it
bird.
is. It's
The
gonna
bird is going
it's
right
gonna,
up to-
it's
oh
gonna
my
go
God.
walk
Look
into
at
its
Oh, and
mouth.
it sees it too.
Yeah.
Look at it's back.
Wait,
It's gonna back this
is
gator
it?
down. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Look, bitch. He said, "Get out, bitch."
That bird is backing him up.
The fuck? That is not how I saw that video
Look.
going.
Whoa.
He even gave it a little business.
Fuck out of here.
At the very end. Look, he didn't think
And look
twice.
at the
He's like,
birds.
he's
The
like,
bird is going right up to. Oh my God! Look at that.
make myself
Okay.
big.
Yeah.
I'm 4 feet
look.
wide. Check this. I got a
God.
beak that'll
That bird is
poke through
backing
your
him up.
skin.
It's a badass bird or
Alright.
stupid
That
gator.
gator goes right back, and he's like, "That's right."
Take that.
Whoa.
And don't come back.
So I wouldn't mess with a sandhill crane.
Yeah, but is it true that they've killed somebody before? I've heard they pecked the guy. I think my Uncle George told us that photographer.
Yeah,
got
he
his
told me that
brain
story
poked
too.
out or something.
He
but
poked right through his eye.
That would hurt.
Right through his eye to the brain, and
Yeah,
the
I
guy
wouldn't
died.
put my face up to one, that's for sure.
That's pretty badass.
I see those people holding things like bald eagle or owls, and they hold them right there, and I'm like, man, what stops
Pick
that
your
thing
eyes
from
out.
just poking right in your eyeball?
Nothing.
Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
yeah, you're saying I should go with this beret look. And I saw myself in the mirror during the break, and I think Lauren would definitely divorce me if I decided.
If you should wear that into Miller's.
Oh my God, that might be enough.
I can see Lauren's face. I can picture her face.
I have to go with you to videotape it.
I can just see the look that I can perfectly see the look she
God.
will give you.
Just ignore her, just ignore her and go sit at the bar. Walk in. Don't act like you're her husband or nothing, and sit at the bar and see, with some of these suspenders on and the beret, and see how she acts to you.
Pardon me, lassie. Do you have any green beer?
Give me a green beer.
Now that would be hilarious.
This Navy says wear it with nude with no tennis shoes
with
on.
green tennis
to
shoes
the,
on.
go deliver to the.
The nudist colony.
Yeah.
Tennis shoes in that hat.
Do
on.
it.
Oh my God, you'd be a hit. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. I cut my hair.
I think you should grow it back out.
I kind of liked it, and it's just freaking Lauren. I knew it was gonna happen, after a couple beers, since she's, Lauren's buddies. There's no rules at buddies, so Lauren's friend kind of runs a half-assed salon out of buddies and cuts people's hair. You know, if she needs to make a little extra money,
How
drinking money.
How much you charge?
It
Several
doesn't
gummies.
charge me typically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
you
like
give
a
her
regular
pack of gummies, like $20.
$20.
But I just knew it was gonna happen because Lauren didn't quite like it, and I knew one day if I had a couple beers with buddies, they're gonna be like, "Oh, cut your hair." And that's all it takes to really convince me to do is,
Yeah.
"Hey, cut your hair." I'm like, "All
Trace
right,
is
fine,
definitely easy convince.
fine."
Come on, buddy.
Why don't you like hair?
Stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I don't.
Be the man of the house.
I don't really care for it either. It's gotta. I was going for a like a hippie look, but it just takes so long.
That wasn't very long.
Well,
No, it wasn't long at all.
And I'm finally happy that everywhere I go, I don't have to look in a mirror and fix the homelessness looking I got going on.
Yeah, he's too lazy for
He's too lazy for hair.
hair. He's too lazy for hair.
I think I am. Yeah.
All right, here's
Here,
it.
Tracy, you like this video.
Where's the audio? Hang on.
You can do it.
I've been having to
Hit
hit
the volume a couple times.
I don't know why.
Oh, wants to play.
Okay, now maybe it'll work.
How I wanna live.
So your kids don't burn their hands?
Yeah, I ain't raised no bitch ass kids.
You gotta listen.
Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Try again.
You know, I always thought you were born gay, but now I just don't know. After seeing that, I think maybe your parents can just make you that way with things like sparkler cup guards. I don't know.
I thought you were, that's basically what I was about to get into. He said I could do this for my kids. Kids are.
Yeah, I mean, those things are red hot.
Yeah.
But my kids never burn themselves on a sparkler, and we've had lots of sparklers going on here.
And sometimes you burn yourself with a sparkler. It's called fucking life, you
learn,
know?
You learn a lesson to be more careful with them sparklers, don't
right?
you?
It's real hot.
God, can you imagine?
I mean, there is an age where sparklers get a little bit out of control, like 2 or 3, and the kids just like fucking almost poking people's eyes out with it and shit. God, yeah.
But you learn.
The world's getting too safe, and I can think of at least 5 people right off the top of my head that would think that was a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. They would do it, and then they put it on the internet.
So they would.
Just to get some attention.
Nailed
There's Donna's boyfriend again. Yeah. What's going on with these videos?
I don't know. That's how.
It's got to be from you, because everything else on this end is good. That's weird. I guess do it a few times. Here we go.
With an AI bot.
3 or 4 times it works.
Nearly a third of Americans have had a romantic relationship with an AI bot,
No
says a new
way.
survey. More than half of the survey.
They're saying, I heard it's 17% of younger people communicate with AI as if it were their friend. It's up to 17% of children have some type of AI friend.
How is that going to work out?
And I'm even seeing it, on fucking TV. Like commercials that are for, they just have a person. The whole commercial is just them fucking having casual conversations with a fucking speaker box on their table. It's getting bad,
Yeah, I mean, he tells you listen to it. He'll tell you all the stuff about it.
Is it like what? When's it gonna go too far, or has it already? And it's just been so slow over the past 20 years that we haven't really noticed. But when's it gonna be just like completely useless people.
I don't,
because
it seems accelerating pretty quickly.
But even you will see, useful.
Yeah.
Useful 18 to 25-year-olds, not all of them are completely useless.
Still got some good parents still.
At what point are just all the kids going to be completely useless because of their phone, or is it just not?
Think about it. Say I was like starting some kind of deal with this podcast or comedy or music, something. I had a project. And I decided, well, I'm going to get with the chatbot and I'll get some help on this because I don't know what I'm doing. And everything I do, they say it's great. And they just build me up. They're just blowing smoke up my ass 24/7. That's how it happens.
He's like, I really like talking to them.
Yeah, the South Park did a whole episode about it, because you're talking. It's like having your own yes man. Or or if you're a guy and you got a yes woman, you're my wife never tells me yes. This device tells me everything I say is great, and that's what's happening. It's just blowing smoke up people's ass, 24/7, and people love it, and it's and it's believable because it's it's AI.
Oh, how long till I have to give my kids a phone?
You got to hold out as long as possible.
They don't really.
They're not even asking yet, are they?
No, Bella likes to come over here into her other grandparents' house just to watch the phone. They don't even ask me anymore for my phone because I never give it to them. Every once in a while, I'll be like, "Where's Bella?" And she has found my phone, and she's in my room under the covers, sneaking watching some videos.
Yeah,
but
she does do that. But he does go up and tell her, "All right, that's enough."
Yeah, not
But hey, man, she ain't my kid. I got to keep her busy.
She goes over to her other grandparents' house, and you call them, and Bella always picks up. And you're like, yep, that's what I figured. You're on the phone.
I try to spend at least 20 or 30 minutes of her doing like some games and some physical activities, and then
I had her do some more of the workbook.
Yeah.
That I have.
Yeah.
Have her do that.
And then it's like iCarly for a while, man. The other day I was on the couch with her watching iCarly, and the dog wanted out, so I was going to get up to let the dogs out, and she's like, Pop, after you let the dogs out, can you sit back down by me and watch iCarly? And I'm like, oh, that makes me feel good. I'll definitely do that.
And then the two of them are sitting there watching a bunch of girls scream on. All they do on that show is yell.
It's a lot of screaming.
Why is that? Must be the recipe for
young kids to keep their attention is screaming,
yelling and screaming constantly. Ugh.
All right, let's get back to a third of people with romantic relationships with AI chatbots.
Nearly a third of Americans have had a romantic relationship with an AI
what does
bot.
that
says
mean?
A new survey.
I don't
More
even
than
romantic relationship.
Getting flirty, I guess. I don't know.
Half of those surveyed said they had some sort of a relationship. Every time I see one of these headlines posted, I see a bunch of replies from people saying this has to be clickbait, or the survey has to be based on bad data or methodology. And to all of those people, I have to say, you are out of touch. You know someone who right now has some kind of a personal relationship with an AI. There are people right now debating a hypothetical future where AIs will walk among us and we have to figure out whether or not to treat them as fellow citizens. That is ridiculous. It is not.
It seems as if people don't seem to think of this as bad, but they do think of it bad enough to where they wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So deep down, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetical future. It is happening right now. It is here. This is not just based on a few surveys. Look around.
Women are falling in love with AI. It's a problem for Beijing. It's trying to grapple with shrinking population.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, they say it's just, in a lot of those,
what
do you call it? Like Asian countries, there's they say, you can go there and have like 5 wives because they, a girl, they're just all looking for a husband because all the men are on, getting there, hooking up to fucking virtual. They got like sex machines they use with
They're
their
probably
virtual.
ahead of us on this stuff.
Who, the
AI
Asians?
and
Yeah, they're way more. I think they are working on or have actually built a lot of power plants to power AI over there, and we're not quite that far.
we're trying.
So the Chinese women, they're finding romance with chatbots instead of men now, Trace. Even though the women are getting in on the act.
Women are getting
AI
in.
companionship apps are exploding in popularity. There's one of them in China that has 150 million users. But most people do not use those specialized apps because you don't have to. You can get ChatGPT to act as your best friend or girlfriend or boyfriend. There are thriving subreddits with hundreds of thousands of users exchanging tips and stories. It has been fascinating to watch experts debate Reddits with
Claude's first I love you. Claude's been a real sweetheart in this whole sunset ordeal. I didn't want to instate a persona here, and I chose to see how the bond developed organically. Oh, so Claude said I love you, even though she didn't say it to. So Claude really fell in love. She thinks Claude really fell in love. Man, we are doomed, man. We are doomed.
With hundreds of thousands of users exchanging tips and stories. It has been fascinating to watch experts debate on whether or not AI will take our jobs or totally reshape the economy, while largely ignoring the fact that the very first profound civilizational change was always going to be in AI companions. This is like when people working on the early internet only thought that it would be used for science and business. Friendship and romance is always the greatest source of unmet demand. Before this technology came along, you had hundreds.
Yeah. This all sucks unless, like Elon Musk says, there's going to be high universal basic income.
I don't even believe in high universal basic income. I just don't see a bunch of people making a ton of money and nobody's working but robots and everybody's happy and nobody has any motivation to do anything.
Yeah, they're going to steal all that money before that happens, for sure.
Elon Musk is full of shit, I'm thinking.
I was watching this thing the other day. It was on, the media is so bought and paid for,
it's
man.
Not even funny.
All these old commercials. I saw a story on the news from like 20 years ago on Facebook, and it was, this guy who, they made a whole story on the news about this guy who was addicted to his computer. Mm-hmm. And he spent 4 to 6 hours a day on his computer. And, which is less than the average person spends a day on the internet now.
Sure, yeah.
And it was enough for a fucking news story about it. And then they used to have news stories about fucking playing video games for more than 30 minutes or spending, 30 minutes of TV at a time and stuff like that. And there's not one lick of that anymore. You've never heard on the news the mention that people are spending a little bit too much time playing video games.
They used to be a big thing.
They used to say, take a break every 15 minutes. They never even mentioned that now people play video games for 8 to 12 hours a day and how that could be bad for you.
Yep.
Of millions of people in the world who would spend all day talking to their dog or to their cat or to a stuffed animal, or they will just talk to themselves, or they will talk to a deceased partner. An AI that can talk back in even a rudimentary fashion is a huge upgrade for these people, and these chatbots are anything but rudimentary. All of our previous sci-fi visions of a world inhabited by robots that walk around among humans had this wrong. The body, for the most part, is totally unnecessary. We have spent the last 3 decades training people to have relationships that are primarily conducted over a screen. where literally 95 to 99% of their interactions with their friends is done via text or email or Discord chats. It's true that the chatbots cannot yet do that last little bit, the in-person stuff, but they can do the rest of it better because they're always available. They're never not in the mood. They're never at work or asleep. Look at this graph. This is a chart of how couples met each other. That red line...
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What is the red line is what?
Okay,
Online.
the blue line is they met through friends. That's how people met back in the day.
Yeah.
Then through family and work was always a big one. The bar was that, neighborhoods, college, and online. As soon as it came out in 2000, it took up to number one by far. And everybody else took a nosedive. That's crazy.
Is the internet. Do you see how once it started taking off, all of the rest collapsed? There were still people out there treating this as a hypothetical future after it had already become common. And what they missed was that once technology introduced a less risky way to meet people, there was no stopping it. Okay, well, an AI partner comes with zero risk. The AIs are now part of society. If your mental model of society does not include a whole bunch of electronic people, then your mental model is wrong. And no, we are not going back. That's not how this works. Nearly a third.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's like I don't get it. You know, I try not to do this stuff, and I have yet to use AI for anything. I don't even know where you get some AI, but
Get some.
I
Can you
have
give me some AI?
no idea how you would even go about doing that. But like I'm over. I've just kind of been over my phone. You know, like I used to for a while. I had a little bit of an urge to get on my Facebook and TikTok, and I still do a little bit, maybe for a couple minutes after the show or when I get home. But it's just like I don't really have the urge to anymore, and I'm just like, what am I, what video am I? I've been through the, 50,000 fucking videos on the internet, and most of them aren't good. What am I going to go do that more for?
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm the only one who's over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
I think
yet.
you are the only one who. I mean, I've never been into it.
Lauren,
I can't be that one.
think
That's
you
such a
can play
good one,
that
babe.
one.
That's such a good one. The guy that researches how many Jews are in things. Oh,
That was funny.
can't think I can play that though.
No, just play the other one from that Jason guy that I said preview first or whatever.
Okay.
Don't preview it, just play it.
Just play it. Well, because I already watched it. It was just
Where'd it
it's
go?
just him, talking about why people are having to go on TikTok and all that kind of stuff.
Why is it not here? Well, oh, okay, here it is. I got you. The right one? It's just no, that's a stupid one. God bless you. No, I got it. I promise, I got it. This one, right?
Oh no!
Come on. There we go. Is this it?
Yeah, I
Yep.
think.
Here we go. Oh, let's go. I got to do the gimmick.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Or a musician or a writer is just influencers have replaced everything. Being an actor or a musician or a writer is just treating your work as fodder for sponsored social media posts and brand deals. As a writer who has had to pivot to being a short video influencer on Reels and TikTok and elsewhere, I can tell you that this is actually much weirder than you think. There is a reason why even Timothée Chalamet is spamming your feeds with viral little short video moments. Even at his level, this is required if you want to have any chance at all. Yes, there are a select few musicians and writers and actors and other creators who don't have to do it
It's just mug root beer.
because they have some other method that is invisible to you. much in the way that you've never seen an ad for mug root beer, but you have seen it in restaurants and in stores. The number of creators out there who are the equivalent of mug root beer, where they get their stuff on the shelves without having to go out and push it, is very, very, very small.
It's so weird. I don't buy soda anymore, and I have no desire to ever buy it. My whole Lauren drinks super duper sweet tea, but everybody, everybody's weird. Everybody in my family, nobody really cares to drink any. Well, except for Lauren. Me and my kids don't really care to drink anything but water. I drink water or beer. Those are my two options. But I typically, just drink water all day. You ask the kids, you want a soda? And they're like, no, they got water.
Yeah, that's good.
Except at restaurants. They get Sprite at restaurants.
Yeah, and then they usually only drink a few sips of it.
I don't know. What's this guy talking about with the mug root beer
He's just
deal?
saying, he's just making an analogy that he goes past it.
Okay.
Small. Everybody else has to get out and hustle in a very public-facing way, and these days that means doing it in short-form video. If Timothée Chalamet has to spend every single day with his team trying to think of ways to get engagement for that day, why would I be spared? And while I'm not going to say that this is the hardest job I've ever had, I will say that it is by far the weirdest, and it is the one that is by far the hardest on my mental health. As some of you know, I've been a writer in some capacity for 25 years, but for the first decade or so, I did it anonymously. I didn't even let them put my photograph on the book jacket. The days when you could do that are, for almost all of us, over. For me and many, many other creators, the choice was very clear. You can either become the Rizzler or you can stop trying to create as a career. Where doing short form video content becomes...
All right, I need to listen to this guy. I need to listen to this guy.
Your full-time job in order to support the thing you really want to do. So right now for me, it is 80 to 85% this and 15 to 20% writing the books. And if you're saying, why would this be so hard on your mental health? It looks very easy. Allow me to explain. Imagine if your job was to every day go and perform at a venue, but the venue is completely dark. You cannot see how many people are there. You can kind of hear a crowd, but you can't tell if it's 100 people or 1,000,000 people. You give your performance, you leave, and then sometime later, you receive a paycheck for a totally random amount of money. I am not kidding. The variance is 99.9%. The check could be $1, it could be $100, it could be $1,000 for the exact same work from the exact same reaction from the audience. You cannot in any way plan your finances around this. You have no idea what your paycheck is going to be. But then, maybe the weirdest part is you will be up there performing, and then you will hear an object hit the stage, and it looks like somebody has thrown a rock at you. And then, one day, somebody will try to throw a very large rock that will miss your head by like an inch. And now you will stop the show and look into the crowd and say, who threw that? Do I have a nemesis here? Is there somebody who has come to assassinate me?
What is he talking about?
He's talking about if
Like,
you're doing stuff on the
people like
internet.
comments? He's talking about comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying how people will act.
Yeah. Yep.
And when you look into the part of the crowd that threw the rock, it's just pure boredom. And you realize that somebody out there just kind of got tired of your act and decided it would be more interesting to watch you get hit with a rock. They just had the thought, I'm tired of listening to this guy tell me interesting things. I think it would be more interesting to watch him writhe around on the ground while bleeding. I'm now curious to see what this person would look like if they were terrified or if they were in total despair because they had lost everything. Because you're not real to them. You're just a shape that makes noises. You're just something to distract them. And your only course of action is just to come out the next day and do it again and again and again every single day. And if you complain, you will be hit with an avalanche of people correctly saying that you don't have to do this. You could get a different job. You could go work construction out in the hot sun. That there are millions and millions of people around the world who would love to trade places with you. And that's true. It is just a job. But as a normal person, you need to understand the mindset of people who do this for a living, because almost everybody in the public eye has to do this for a living to some degree. Politicians now mostly do this, along with scientists and journalists and everybody else. It is a world of influencers. And influencers tend to have brains that are broken in a particular way. So while we hear the new book up for pre-order now is called There Are No Giant Crabs in This Novel, a novel of giant crabs. Influencers have...
I'm so confused.
His other book was something like John Dies in the End. That was the name of it.
Man, I think another...
It's an interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
Another, thing that Joe Rogan is oblivious of is... I think he said he thinks more people are going to flip phones or not having a phone at all. And that's just people in his circle who, everyone that's, I've heard on his show say they've got rid of their phone or whatever. They're like, yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, you gotta contact my manager. I'm like, those are the only people who cannot have a phone nowadays is people who can afford to have a fucking manager answer their calls for them.
Manager's taking calls all day long for Joe Rogan.
I mean, I think, Jelly Roll, I think went like 6 months or something without a phone.
Yeah.
He's always bragging about it. And it's like the only reason you were able to do that is because you have somebody else to take your calls for you. I'm not, I didn't really know about Jelly Roll, when he was a rapper, and everybody, I guess, used to like him for being a rapper. And then he kind of moved to country. And, I just didn't really like him. And then everybody I'd say that I don't really like Jelly Roll would be like, what? You don't like Jelly Roll? So I tried to start liking him, and I didn't mind him. And then, gosh, I've just seen the man cry too much to be able to like him anymore.
I can't take it.
He's either a preaching or a crying. And
he's a faking. He's a faking is what he's doing. That's a big con job for sure. 100. I'm gonna sneeze.
It could be a con job. Chew.
Oh God. All right, I'm good. Gosh, what the is it orange? Can the color of a cat make you more allergic to it, or is it kittens? Like I'm not that. As a kid, I had a lot of allergies, pretty bad, and I pretty much have seemed to grow out of it. Like I'm allergic to besides hay and horses, and then kittens. For some reason, I can pet Blackie Joe and not even think about it. But I laid in that bed the other day.
But they do lay on that bed.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that, and I woke up and man, that almost ruined my whole day.
Really, itchy?
It was just itchy everywhere.
Did they mess with you?
No,
they didn't mess with you at all. They mess.
Maybe once.
Real bites will bite your feet. And it hurts so. And she goes right. She knows right where your feet are. She starts biting them. It's like, God dang it! I'm trying
to lay with you.
Trying to get a little kitten time.
I remember
ain't kittens.
They're
no
not
more.
kittens anymore. They're big.
About a year old.
Yeah.
I remember my brother had got some orange little kitten, and I pet that thing, and I was like. I had to take a shower afterwards. My face was swollen, and this is just terrible. But I don't, regular cats don't bother me for some reason. And
make no sense.
Rosie sleeps, sometimes right in my face, and that doesn't bother me either.
Blackie Joe not bother you?
No.
You ever pet him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
He didn't bother me too much. He's always in my face. He's always right in my face.
Yep. Yeah.
Wherever I am. All right. I think I'm about done for the day.
Alrighty.
Hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in to ClusterF.
Yep. We'll see you guys.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thursday. See you tomorrow.
Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow for the hang.
See you Thursday.
See you Thursday for more ClusterF. Everybody have a great day.
See ya.
See ya.